Wow!
I think everyone who's done that has fallen once. It's like you never tilted your chair back and haven't fallen.
That was like the one thing that they told you in school that like held truth.
Yeah.
It was like
Don't
they
take
were
your
like,
chair back. You might
if you
fall.
do drugs, you'll live a life of terribleness and like.
It's like, that's not true.
That's not true.
Okay.
But if you lean back in your chair,
you're gonna fall.
You're gonna fall.
Eventually, you will fall. It's
They were right about
yeah,
that one.
they're right. I've fallen before.
Yeah. You know what they said though? They said you'll fall back and bust your head. I never busted my head.
No, I like
just.
I
I
made like one time. I was like,
I know how to fall, and I'm not a pussy.
Yeah.
I always land on like my arm.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh sh.
There was a time in class where we had to do like a thing for like alcoholism during health class. We had to put on little skits, and we were like, "Here's what you do if you're like, don't get in the car drunk, everything like that." And we were sitting there, and we had like cups of water, and we were pretending it's like vodka, and we were like, "Woo, we're so wasted." And then fucking one of my partners was like, he leaned over to me before we started. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a slight tug and push on the shoulder. Just wing your chair back to the floor as fast as you can with your body." I'm like, "I got you." And I was sitting there, and he's like, "Haha, man." And he gives me a slight shove on the shoulder. I whip my entire body back onto my fucking back. Just, ow! With the chair and everything. Huh?
What grade was this in?
This is like...
Like middle school?
This is like 8th grade.
Bro.
I remember the teacher was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Never been better." I kept going with the drunk bit. I stood up and started stumbling around, like fucking falling over, slamming into walls, slamming into desks.
Nice.
In 8th grade.
That's how you get laughs in 8th grade. Just stumble.
Okay, my story was in 8th grade as well.
Was it?
In 8th grade, in English class, we did this. It was Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a Shakespeare. Oh, Tommy died.
By Tommy.
Now we're really dark.
Oh no!
We did like a Shakespeare play,
Mhm.
and I was like a donkey or some shit. Like I had one line, and I had an action scene where I like fall over. So I said my line, and then I fucking blasted myself onto the ground, and it got the majority of fucking laughs. Everybody like was dead the entire time because that's what everybody is in 8th grade. But that's really what gets people laughing.
Yeah,
That's how you get people to laugh in 8th grade. You just throw yourself onto the floor.
Yeah, just a fall is an easy laugh.
Mhm.
Like there's just a fall's always gonna be funny.
In another story about 8th grade, we're doing pictures.
Oh.
And I was wearing a white polo.
Oh no.
And my mom told me, "Don't get dirty."
Don't spill anything on that shirt.
Don't get dirty.
And I said, "Okay, Mom."
I won't get dirty.
So I took the picture. Everything was fine.
Mhm.
And I was like, "It's recess time. I want to play basketball and go hard in the paint." And then I fell into the grass, and like the front side of my fucking white polo was green.
It was a green polo now.
Yeah.
No.
Thank God I took my pictures.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you took it after, you would have been like, "I'm not doing anything for recess. I'm standing still."
Mhm.
Did your family make you take pictures for high school?
Yep.
Yeah,
See, I didn't.
but
I
I
was
just
like, fuck that.
did them normally. I didn't do anything special.
I
Oh
didn't
my
mind.
God, I would love to see if you did those like professional. If you got like those professional pictures done, you know how some people do.
Yeah, with your family. Yeah, I've done that.
Cringy ass professional pictures.
They're posted in my house.
What type
Oh,
of
Yeah, they're great.
what type of comedy did you do in high school?
I don't know. Me and you had very similar, I'd say, comedic bits, Vince.
Yeah, around like you and like everyone else in our friend group, I was like the same as you guys. But when I was in front of like the normal people I hung out with,
True.
it was like, oh, I'll just be like slightly loud, and then in like gym class, I'd just be like, "Oh boy," throw myself on the floor. That always worked. There was what's the one fucking game where you had to throw the ball? It was like combination of like soccer and basketball.
It's G-ball, right?
G-ball. I was the goalie, and someone winged the ball really quick at the fucking wall next to me. I didn't try to grab it, and I looked over to the left of where it hit, and I just went, "Oh, good golly!" and just tossed myself up in the air, just wrecked out of the floor.
I just remembered what G-ball was. We didn't call it G-ball.
It was like you could either kick it in or you can whip it at the wall or whatever.
Or you
Yeah,
go for
but
the
like
three-pointer.
the only way that you can hold on to it is you have to like kick it up at you, right?
You have to kick it
Yeah.
to someone or something, yeah.
That
And then
shit
it was
hype,
ultimate frisbee
bro.
at that point.
Oh, that shit was hype.
That was a good
God,
one.
that was a fun game.
Good times, not really, but
Yeah, right. I always had like the shitters in my gym classes.
I'm trying to think the humor that I had in high school. But
was the
it
shitter
it
in
was
my
the
gym class,
same
but
thing
I was the
for
funny
me,
shitter.
Vince.
Huh?
It was like I switched with whatever group I was with.
True.
Yeah.
Because I like associated with different groups of people.
Because when I was with like Blake and them, it was like a little bit more edgier and like
Yeah.
internet based. But then the other people I hang out with be like, oh dude, what's up, fucking?
Funny Ree.
I'm gonna beat your ass with a fucking hockey stick. What's up, my man?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have multiple friend groups. I had my one group of friends.
I was always the quiet, weird kid, so I don't remember joking a lot.
The shitters in my gym class were always the Romanians. Let's be real.
Dude,
The-
true.
the-
they were some sort of European, mostly
Yes!
the awkward one.
Dude, we had.
Oh, dude, and when soccer came around,
Oh,
don't get me
Hispanic kids
started.
were crazy.
Dude, I just played defense. That's all I
Same.
would do.
I
It's
was-
like, I'm gonna stand over here. If
uh-huh.
you bring the ball my way, I'm kicking it that way.
Soccer was the only one I excelled at because I don't know why. My Hispanic genes kicked in. I was like, what's up, bitch? I'm fucking Cristiano Ronaldo, but fat. What's up, fuckos?
I always still hate soccer.
I do too.
I have fun with it occasionally.
I'd always get injured in every sport. But like
Oh,
I'd be
really?
fine. Everyone would be like, "Oh my god, are you okay?"
Did you ever get like hurt in gym class?
Almost. We were playing softball and someone winged up. Like they hit the ball because I was pitcher, went right into my throat.
Oh God.
And then I caught it and I'm like, "You're out, buddy." And everyone's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Blake went like, it hit him and then you like, I got it, you
Bro,
fucker,
have you
you're out.
seen my neck? It's a tree trunk. I didn't feel shit.
You went, I
I'm
got
just
it.
like, ah. I'm like, I got the ball though.
Blake's Adam Apple got pushed down his throat. He's like, I got it.
Yeah, like I'd get injured and I'd just be like, "All right, next round."
I don't know why I've been thinking about that. Like, can you punch
Yes.
your Adam's apple in your like?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah.
You can
You
dislodge
can break
it
a
and then it'll
spot
become
like
like
a
loose.
Oh.
Yeah, and it like shoots down to your body or
Yeah.
something.
Is that one video we saw about like the watch people die or something where someone
No,
like
he
kicked?
got kicked in the one artery that like it breaks like
Mhm. Like it's like the
fucking-
side of your neck, the carotid
It's like,
artery or whatever.
He's dead.
Yeah.
It's like if it bursts, you literally straight up die.
I had two kind of injuries during high school in gym.
Yeah.
I had one time, it was my first day of senior year. Someone throws a basketball for a hoop, it misses, crashes right into my face.
Oh.
That's how these glasses don't have little bumpers anymore, and I also have a scar on my nose now because of that.
Bro.
That used to happen to me all the time.
Both my injuries in high school were nose related because we were doing the Rocky Mountain Mile, and some kid threw his arm way too far back and crunked me in the nose with his elbow,
Nice.
and I fucking I fell backwards a little bit down the stairs on my back, and the fucking the senior leader was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I'm like, "Ah, my fucking nose!" Thankfully, it didn't break.
Yeah,
Thank
luckily.
God I was never one of those kids who had to have somebody walk around with me while I was on my crutches and fucking
Oh,
podcasts.
Did you have crutches?
No,
Oh,
I
you're
never,
saying you
never
never-
did. I think I was
Me
never
neither.
one of
I've
those
never
kids.
broken
But
a
I
bone.
was like the backpack holder, which was always cool.
Ah,
You
you
would
helped
leave
the guy.
class like 5 minutes early.
That's
like,
respect.
ah.
I feel like any time it was a sport where a ball was airborne, I've been hit in the face or neck. Like I was that unlucky.
It's like nowhere near you
Basketball,
at all.
whacked in the
wind
back of the head
just-
by a basketball.
It's
Kickball,
just
knocked in the
inevitable, no
face with
matter
a
what
kickball.
happens.
Yeah.
It was any time a ball could be airborne, there's an 85% chance it's
The
hitting
worst
you in
is
the head.
fucking dodgeball when you get hit in the face and everybody's like, oh,
And
oh
you're
my
like,
god!
ah,
And you're like, I'm fine, I'm
It's
fine.
like,
but
ah,
you're-
that stung,
Your
dude.
face is as red as the fucking dodgeball.
like it's just like,
Yeah, 'cause it stings.
It's like, you good? I'm fine.
I'm
It's
fine.
like it
yeah, I'm
stings, but
fine.
bro, I'm
no, you're
fine.
not. Your face is red. I'm fine.
It's just red.
No,
Sorry.
I've never been
Have
through
you ever
the
injured
itching.
somebody in gym class?
No, I'm not strong enough. I was always a weak kid.
I did on accident once.
I'd set out because I had my
Did I
fucking
did I
asthma.
tell you like about the time I knocked a kid out on accident?
Yeah, I've heard that one. That's a good one.
We were
Though.
playing volleyball, and the one time I was actually able to like hop up like at the net and like slam it down, it goes right into some kid's face and like knocks him out.
Yeah, I was that kid. I've taken so many fucking volleyballs to the face.
No, but I mean like he like hit the dirt, like
He was unconscious. I've
it
heard
hit him and he brought out like he
Yeah.
died. Like I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I remember playing volleyball. It was also extra embarrassing because the team that I was set with was all girls. I was the only boy. And I just remember just like not paying attention for a second, and then like I got fucking flashbanged, and then I was on the floor for a second.
God damn.
It was fucking crazy.
I was one of the sportier kids.
Damn.
Yeah, not
Lucky.
to flex.
I was the kid
Not
that
to flex. I was the kid that like during softball, like when I would go up to bat, everybody would move back. Not to brag.
But you weren't like the try kid.
I was never the
Okay,
tryhard.
good.
No, he was just he was
never
good
that
at
kid.
softball.
Yeah.
You were just like, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not gonna get mad if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm the type like the kids who don't know what they're doing. I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. You're doing a good job.
I was the one who'd play, but I wouldn't take it seriously at all.
The only times where I was extremely competitive was basketball and baseball. That's just because I really like playing those two and volleyball. Fuck. Yes.
Every time badminton came around, me and my one
Oh
partner.
fuck, badminton,
Badminton.
bro!
I like
You
badminton.
don't
I was
understand,
good at badminton.
bro.
Okay, that's one
Did you guys
sport.
play
Badminton.
pickleball?
Did we play what?
Did you play pickleball?
What's
What is
that?
it?
It's like ping pong on a tennis court.
No.
No.
It gets really fucking competitive, like on the same level of badminton.
You ever played King of the Court?
What's that?
It
That's
was
badminton.
you had to win matches in badminton to go
Move up.
forward.
Oh
and
yeah.
If you got to the final one, it was
yeah.
King of the Court, and if you got to the end there, you won.
Always catch me in the top
King
two
of the
courts.
Court, baby.
Dude, the trick is you hit it far, and then they'll always hit it far back, and then you hit them with a tiny tap.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all
That
it
just
is.
goes
That's the
over.
strat. Yeah,
That
no one's
it
ready for it.
always gets them
No
every
one's ready.
freaking time.
You gotta hit them a lot of power, medium height, make it go far.
No one's ready.
No, nobody's because they're expecting you to hit it all the way back there.
They're expecting you to
Until
gun it
you
again, and then
until you hit it
boop.
with the little boop.
Dude, I was master at just being like just like a little drop. Like it would literally graze the net as it falls right down. It's like have fun getting that one.
And the swimming unit was always the worst.
I enjoyed
I mean,
swimming actually.
Dude, swimming unit, I just pretended I couldn't swim. We just.
Well, yeah, I did that too.
minnow.
It
I
still
did that
sucked,
too,
though.
but I hated that I still had to get into the pool. Because then I have to go to class
Yeah, and then you smell like chlorine.
smelling like chlorine.
It didn't bother me.
It bothered the fuck.
I just didn't like it. The swimming unit was just not fun.
And then you got 5 minutes to shower, change, and then get to class. And I'd have a class on the 3rd floor.
on the other side of the fucking
On the other
school.
side of the school.
Yeah.
But that's right. You guys had 3 floors. We only had
We
2.
only had two, but ours was still there were long hallways.
Yeah, it
every
was
direction.
long hallways, but
That was the problem, was sprinting down the hallway.
yeah.
I think I told the story about how I had an asshole gym teacher that was like,
Oh
if
yeah.
you're
they
late,
were
you're
like,
late.
You're late. You're late. That's it.
I can't do anything about it.
It's like, bro, I'm a minute late.
Yeah.
Or it's like,
Bro,
just
write
give
me
me a
the
pass,
pass,
my
what do you
guy.
mean?
And you have an anal teacher who's like, I don't care that you had the class on the other side. It was always the
Yes.
fucking bullshit ass language teachers who were
That
like
too,
that.
yeah.
Or like a math teacher.
Yeah, math teacher's the worst.
I liked some of mine, but yeah, most of them are fucking terrible.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
like
convinced after high school that nobody knows how to teach math.
Yep.
I was 4 for 4 on shitty math teachers.
mhm.
The only good math teacher I had was 8th grade.
Yeah.
Mine was senior year when math didn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's because he'd teach for half the class.
I
and
wish
then
I
he'd
did.
do the homework.
I wish I did the drip that because you don't have to do 4 years of science, and you don't have to take a
I should've
language
done
at
that.
all, and you don't have to do 4 years of everything.
I should have just done
There
the
was
3
kids in
class strat.
senior year who had 3 classes
Yeah.
and would leave.
I should have
They
done
would
that.
come in the afternoon, take their 3 classes, and then leave.
I wish I did
I
that.
had 5.
And one of them would be
classes,
gym
and I'd be done.
because that's mandated
You
by the
had to.
state.
Mhm.
It's like you get to
Really?
go run out halfway the time, and then you do a math and a something.
I could have left around 5th period every day, but they were like, "No, your schedule's not gonna be like that." I'm like, "Why not?" They would be like, "Fuck you, that's why." I
Yeah,
only
like,
had
no one
5
stayed here.
classes senior year.
Senior year, I had some days I would have a late start and an early release, but I had a double early release every day.
Nice.
It was the drip.
I should have taken those classes.
Yeah, if I could go back, I would take.
I would have
Way
literally have
less
took the
classes.
minimum classes.
Is there a class from high school you really like that you'd want to do again?
No, I don't want to go back.
Global problems.
Well, not like that. I'm saying it's just a new one. It's like a college level version of it.
Global problems.
What was that?
It was my teacher was extremely interesting, and he had he was a really good speaker, and he was hilarious, and he had he's been teaching at the school for 20 years, and he's a little bit of a hippie, so he's he advocates against animal cruelty, and obviously McDonald's is a big one.
Mhm.
So he at the beginning of every semester,
The burger and the roof,
yeah, he had a
right?
burger and a roof that was up there for 15 years, and it was like it looks exactly like how if you were to go get a McDonald's burger
Right
eat it
now.
Yeah, and then that was like the first topic of global problems would be like animal cruelty or shit like that. But I just liked the teacher. Like the class material was boring as fuck.
But the teacher made
Yes,
it
but
better.
he was also very understanding. Like I had some shit going on at the time, and I was like, hey, like I'm having a hard time like getting to your homework because this is an elective class.
Mm-hmm.
So like obviously I'm gonna want to do like better in like
In the
science,
regular classes,
than an elective. He's like, dude, turn it in whenever you can. Like I don't mind at all. Just as long as you're paying attention in class.
As long as you actually turn.
Yeah, I
it
wanted
in.
to cry at that moment. I was like,
Why are you the best teacher?
Yeah, I
It's
was
like,
like,
never call you a hug, man. I love
this.
you.
I'd want to take that class. Another class I'd want to take again. History. Anything history related. I fucking love
I
history.
like history.
I never understood the kids who were like falling asleep in the back of the class and
Yeah.
had a hard time
it's
paying
always so
attention. I
interesting.
eat that shit up.
Bro, the War of 1812? That's just
A
crazy,
heater.
bro.
That was so cool. It was just such an interesting topic.
And it's like it's always relevant.
Mhm.
It's always
It's like that's why do you think we have certain things today? Well,
Yeah.
let's look all the way back over here.
Exactly.
This is when it was made. It's like, damn, that's crazy.
And then English, I was always good at English. Junior year, I had a teacher that like worshipped the fucking ground that I walked on.
Nice.
Like, we did these like vocab essays, and like she would read a random one every fucking class period, and it was always mine. And then the meme became like, oh, I wonder who this is. Like it was always me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because I was the only one who fucking participated in that class.
You actually tried.
Everybody else was a bunch of fucking bozos.
That's lame.
And fuck physics.
I did not like physics.
I liked
The stuff that we did in class was fun. The
I liked
homework was
chemistry
lame.
because I had a good teacher.
Same.
Like we would do like a big science experiment that would take up a week as an entire class, and he would like introduce the subject, and then he would leave us alone for a week, and then we had to figure it out as a class. So like we'd elect a leader, and then at the end of the week we'd have to have a presentation done, and it was just cool because the entire class
Had to do something.
something.
We had to participate.
Yeah,
That's
but
interesting.
we made ice cream, we made hot air balloons, we made cars,
Big rockets?
rockets. We did a lot of cool shit.
Mhm.
But fuck high school. Those were the good parts of high school.
Yeah,
right.
Honestly, yeah, here's like, yeah,
Getting up every day at like 6 in
Freaking
the morning.
6 in the morning. Yeah, fuck that.
yeah, like, you can only name, like, everything you just named right there is like 10% or like 5% of high school. The rest is absolute bullshit.
Combining 4 years, that's 10% of
Yeah,
it.
I really liked public speaking. Public speaking was actually a lot of fun. It was like, I did it over the summer, so it was like a crash course. Like it was like very like quick, but I would have loved to like have like a whole semester or two of just public speaking because the person who taught me was fucking great. And yeah, just like there was a group of like 4 of us who did the same public speaking class, and we literally just wrote just stand-up bits and just did them in front of the class, and they fucking like killed every time. So it was absolutely great. But yeah, public speaking was definitely one of my favorites. Do you guys also find it really like, okay, English, you have an English teacher who's a female, 90% they're a bitch. Do you guys also agree with that?
I only agree with one.
I had one.
I had one.
Yeah.
It was. Fuck, what was her name? Oh, I don't want to say it actually. Never mind.
I'll say mine.
I don't want to say
She'll
mine
agree.
because I think she had cancer.
Oh.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. I don't think that matters. She survived. She's
was
still alive.
I hated her, but
Bro,
then she got cancer.
I had a teacher in 6th grade that got hit by a bus twice and got cancer like 3 times. And she
Jesus
was
Christ.
still a bitch. It's like you cheated death like
5
6
times.
and
But
you're
you're
still
still
a
here?
bitch.
You still
You're
act
still
like
a bitch.
Oh, you just reminded me of the teacher I fucking hate. Like I hate. God damn it.
Dude, I hated her. Like, I just did not enjoy the class. She tried to make it interesting, and I'm like, I'm not having a good time.
Exactly. I feel like have you guys ever gotten the you have no sense of urgency complaint?
No.
No.
Oh my god, I feel like that's because everybody I knew also got that complaint, and I feel like that's the complaint of you're doing nothing wrong, and I have nothing to complain about you, but I still want to complain about you. So you have no sense of urgency. Fuck you.
It's probably like, I think you'd get that if you didn't turn your homework in. Or something like that.
If it was a day late.
Sense of urgency is.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, if it's like every other homework assignment, then I'd understand.
I had 3 classes in high school that I liked throughout like the entire 4 years, and one that I liked, but the teacher was a fucking dickhead. I loved chemistry because the teacher was cool, taught us a lot of cool shit, and like Nick said, he worshipped the ground under my feet. That man thought I was a fucking genius. Chicago Lit, cool. All we did was talk about Chicago, learn about Chicago.
We had a class like that. I didn't take it though.
I should have. It sounded kind of
Went on a lot of
interesting.
trips to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then
We had a
fucking,
class like
what was Rosenberg's class? World Cultures? World History?
No, it was American history, I thought.
No, I didn't. I took the one before that. Was it,
What year did you take it?
junior year?
Yeah, it was like American history.
No, senior year.
Yeah, it's American. I remember he did American history.
I don't remember.
Because
Yeah,
World
there was some
Cultures
class-
was freaking freshman year.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
So it had to be American history.
I don't remember. I have an award from the class at home from the teacher.
I like
But-
Mr. Rosenberg.
But film study was a good class. But Mr. Gonzalez was not a good teacher.
Dude, I can wholeheartedly agree with that.
Because it's labeled as film study, not philosophy through film
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
when you first get the papers for it. I
But
was
then
like,
it's
oh,
philosophy
cool.
through film when you
It's
actually
just
take the
watching
class.
movies and then writing about them. This is great.
Yeah, that sounds like the dream.
But it's not, because he's like, how does fucking Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory relate to Immanuel Kant's theory of this bullshit?
Yeah. How does it affect
It doesn't.
capitalism, America, or something?
Yeah,
Is it more like this philosopher's view or this one?
yeah.
I'm like, why?
I had a teacher that was tenured, and once you become a teacher who is tenured, that
You don't
basically
care
means
anymore.
you don't care anymore.
Yeah, you could do whatever.
And I had a teacher, I took like advanced college prep with him first semester, and then I took film class, like a film studies class with him second semester. But his English class was basically just a film class. So for the entire year, I just watched films. And senior year at like 7th period, which was great.
Nice.
But yeah, watched a lot of good movies that I want to watch with you guys actually. I just remember a story freshman year. For our final project in modern world history, which was a history class on like we just learned about continents, and our final project was that we had to write a song on the continent, like the major history of the continent that we were given to. So we got like Asia.
Mm-hmm.
My group consisted of me, another Hispanic kid,
Oh,
a lanky, quiet white kid.
don't talk about John like that.
Yeah, but this kid was a loser.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the lame ones
Yeah, he was
that
the
like
lame
didn't do
ones,
any of the work, but he
yeah.
was lame the
No,
whole
No,
time.
not even that. He knew everything.
Oh.
Like the teacher would be like, "Today we're gonna talk about Asia," and they'd be like, "Genghis Khan was the."
They just start like
man."
reciting history.
Yeah,
and
and then
something,
she'd be
"Shut
like,
up."
"Can I teach the class?"
Yeah, right.
It's my class, not
Um,
yours.
But like that would be the only time he would participate. Like he would never do his homework.
Only
shit
in
like
class
that.
because he could like.
So we
call
had
her out.
us three, and a black kid. So what type of genre of music did we do?
Country music.
Rap.
Rap.
Exactly.
I thought it was gonna be a completely random one, but that was the obvious choice.
Bluegrass.
So we did.
Yeah, right. That's what I was guessing.
We did a rap song.
Oh god.
What'd you rap about? Do you have the lyrics still?
About Asia.
Was it bad
No,
or
it was well.
it was something?
Who do you think had the best part of the
A
song?
black guy for sure.
I
bet you he popped off.
Yeah.
He popped the fuck up,
Dude, he made it look like he was getting signed.
Yes, it was like
Bro,
it was
could
nothing
you
to
imagine,
him.
Nick, could you imagine the lanky white kid just fucking goes off?
Yes,
Oh my
Eminem.
God.
Dude, I bet you.
Oh my
I bet you that
God.
kid was freestyling.
No, I imagine the fucking the Super Mario Brothers rap. that guy in high school.
Oh, the super duper.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I'm on a tuber.
Yeah, that's a Lanky White Kid rap right there.
Mhm.
Fucking popped off. And then, like, freshman year, we had to fucking, in my English class, why can't I talk?
English
English
class.
class.
English
English
class.
class.
Yeah,
Craig.
because you had your mindset on Asia, so
Yeah, English class, we had to fucking recite a poem, and there was this one, like, white kid who was like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper. He was just, like, wrote a rap song, and it was so bad.
Brandon Lean.
And I was just like, I feel like every high school has one of those kids, right?
yeah.
The lengthy white kid that's like, I can rap.
No, he was pretty big. But I actually had another kid who was lanky and white.
We had the lanky white kid.
We
that
had
could
the
rap.
tall
Dude, everybody
Irish-white kid.
everybody fucking memed on the both of them.
Yeah, because they couldn't. It's like, dude,
Yeah, it's
come
like,
on.
bro, chill.
What's that new Young Lean?
It's like your
song
lyrics
cover,
are
bro?
terrible too. It's like you can't, like, not only do you not have flow, but you wrote like the worst thing I've ever read. It's like, what are you, Dr. Seuss? Where'd you get these lyrics?
Oh, come on, dude. Let's be real. Dr. Seuss was the OG.
Yeah, but it's like,
Did you know he was a horrible racist?
yeah,
So
that was
so
the time.
So was Disney.
That was
Yeah,
the
that's
time
true. I'm
Vince
just
was
saying.
allowed.
Like, I read a biography about Disney, and he was like, he grew up in a, like, his dad was an overt racist, and that's what made him racist.
That
and,
was the time.
and like they were trying to explain
Walt
that,
Disney
like,
hated
oh,
the
it
Jews.
was okay because that's how he grew up. And it's like, no, it's not
it's
okay.
still bad, but that's how life
Yeah.
worked back then. So
Like,
it's
Walt
it's not
Disney
okay. I
hated
can agree, but it's
a lot
just
of people.
racism was fine back then.
Mhm.
So that's why they got away with it.
Yeah.
It was cool to be racist.
Honestly,
Or, do you think they're gonna finally bring back his frozen head and he's gonna get canceled immediately?
I wonder where that like rumor came from. Like, it had to come from somewhere.
I don't know. They're gonna unfreeze his head. He's gonna be like, "What's up, fuckers? I hate the Jews still." And he'd be like, "Oh fuck!"
What
the
if they already
company's
did
tanking."
unfreeze him?
Like,
But he's either
how
trying to
old
not
is
be
Disneyland?
racist.
I wonder if they're gonna wait for like a milestone landmark.
Like
What
100
if it's like
years or
200
something?
years and it's like
Hasn't it
fucking
already been 100 years? Hasn't
200
Disney
I
been
said.
open for a while? No, but I'm saying I thought it's been like 100.
Wait, it says on my sweater. Since 1955. So in 2055.
Maybe, yeah, 100
Yeah.
years.
we'll get the unfreezing of Walt Disney's
Yeah.
head.
That'd be crazy. If we even have the technology, it'll probably be like the
What if,
1000th
what if he
year.
just comes back and like just starts like screaming bloody murder and like all the kids are like,
Mommy,
I would laugh.
Just ate Baby Yoda.
That'd be one of the best voted
yeah, they have
videos
him.
on YouTube.
They have him next to Baby Yoda. He fucking eats Baby.
These little things in a Jew. Bites into his head.
That'd be a good
He
time.
just picks him up. He's looking at him. He's like, "It's very cute. Too bad it's a Jew." He just bites his fucking head off.
How do you think he feel that they own Star Wars now? So now they technically own Watto, who's a racial Jewish
Was he even
stereotype.
around when Star
Yeah.
Wars came out?
No.
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 Exactly.
So how would he even know?
He'd
They'd
be
be
like,
like,
"What
oh, we
the
have
fuck is
Star
Star
Wars. They'd be
Wars?"
like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. So
It's a
Walt
little
Disney.
rectangle you're holding, boy. It's
Yeah.
a phone.
All right, Walt Disney.
Fuck is a phone.
Walt Disney comes back from the dead, and a bunch of like Disney reps are like just filling him in on everything that's happened over the last few years. He's like, we own Star Wars now. Here are a bunch of the favorite characters, and Watto's on the list. He's like,
What's
what
that
the
big
fuck
nose
is this?
fuck? What's that big nose alien? That's Watto. I want him destroyed. But sir, Mr. Walt, you can't do that.
He's only in
I
one movie.
said
They can
destroy him.
He was only in one movie. They can destroy
No,
him.
they're gonna bring him back for Star Wars 10. He's the main character. Then he's
Yeah.
gonna die in the end.
He's actually
That'd be
the
something.
true form of Emperor Palpatine.
No, I can't wait for it still.
Mm-hmm.
1 month from 1 month, we have Animal Crossing.
True.
Ooh,
I'm
I
pretty
can't wait.
excited.
I'm gonna start that island up.
I never
Do we
really
do,
got into an Animal Crossing.
Do we do
game.
Murder Isle? No despair or Despair Island. What do we call it?
I don't know. We'll have to think about that. I didn't really give that any thought. I keep forgetting. Maybe we'll just call it Garbage Island, and we'll just keep throwing trash everywhere.
We're gonna actually get rid of all the water or all the dirt. Make it so we're only houses on top of like little small patches of land on
No, the
water.
houses are made of dirt. We're
Oh,
all dirt. We're dirt.
we're gonna have the green top.
Yep.
Oh, I don't want to be the green top boy.
Can we make them out of hay? Can we just be the three pigs?
The hay houses.
I want mine to be made out of sticks.
What how you gonna dress your Animal Crossing character up? Because they got that drip now. You can wear so many different clothes now.
A sweater with no shirt underneath, and some shorts. No shoes either. Take the shoes off.
What about you, Nick?
I want to have like the fucking drippiest.
Where's the Supreme?
Honestly,
Where's the Supreme
dude.
collab?
Okay, if Mario Kart did a collab with like Mercedes and like
Dude, Nintendo
Audi
can
and
get
shit,
whatever they want. We
if they can do like a collab with Supreme or a fucking like Dior or something, have their clothes for Animal Crossing.
That'd be great.
My god, that'd be amazing.
They can do it. It's Nintendo.
If
They can do whatever they
Nintendo
want.
can ask anybody and they'll be like,
Yeah, it's Nintendo.
no problem.
Doesn't
Wait,
Isabel?
you want to put our shit in your games?
Sure.
Bro, you want
Please.
You want fucking
The
Yeezys in there?
only person that has said no to them is Disney.
Kanye X Animal Crossing, there's new Yeezys.
Dude, and if that's a paid DLC, I'll pay for it.
You know what?
Exactly.
You know who they can put in the game?
Who?
The Graduation Bear.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
That's true.
that's a good fit, honestly. I wonder if anybody like mixed Animal Crossing songs to like Kanye songs because
Most
like there's a
likely.
bunch of those.
People probably have.
Doesn't Isabel already have like a Gucci sweater on?
Oh, yeah. It looks like a Gucci sweater.
It's just similar in design, isn't it?
They just both orange sweaters, but like, it's Gucci.
You guys remember that blackface Gucci sweater? Was it even Gucci?
It was H&M.
I'm the coolest monkey in the jungle.
H&M.
There was a little black kid wearing it, remember that?
No,
That
it's-
was a good defense. I like that.
It wasn't that. It was some kind
No,
of
I'm
like.
just saying, I remember that.
Yeah, I know that was a
But
good
I know what you're
bit.
talking about. It's a little
Yeah.
sweater that like was a turtleneck that went over their face, and it was like
That it's like
red
a
ass lips. And
yeah, it's supposed to be like a face cover.
It's like, oh.
That's bad.
Yeah,
I've not seen that though.
that one rapper started defending it. He was like wearing it.
Probably paid him to do it.
They probably did.
Honestly,
They're like, well, we'll sponsor you if you can get people to buy this or to get off our backs about it.
Just say it's cool, please.
Yeah, right.
Please just say it's not racist. You're
It's
black.
like we just
say
really
it's not
don't need
racist.
all these lawsuits right now, so please try to help us.
Please, bro, just say it's not racist.
It's like how Champion became cool.
Did they?
They just had, yeah, they did.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did. I'd
Now
say so.
everybody wears it.
Yeah, but that's poor people clothing.
That is for clothing.
Like how I feel like everyone can wear it.
Or like how Twinkie shut down just so they could fire all their employees. And it was just a media stint.
fuck, I remember that.
And then they reopened
Yeah.
and hired severely less employees. And they didn't have to pay, like, people
Like
for
what's it
unemployment
called?
after
Yeah.
it runs out.
Like those fired packages or whatever, where it's
Yeah.
like you're guaranteed all this stuff because you just got fired or whatever.
Oh, you want severance?
Yeah,
no.
that's what
Nah,
it is.
we closed.
No,
We gone.
bankrupt, shut down.
We gone, G, sorry.
But we're gonna open in a month, so send back
Yeah,
your
we'll be back
resume.
in like a month. Don't worry.
We're not gonna read it. It's like on like some job applications. It's like, have you worked here or applied to work here before? It's like the people who check yes, their fucking resume just goes in the dumpster.
Right out the window.
It's like, well, clearly we already read it, so nah.
Well, we know you.
We know
we're
you.
gonna hire you back.
We know you, but that don't mean we're gonna hire you
I
though.
wonder. I want to see like the dumbass who bought a Twinkie for like $600 or like some absurd price.
Yeah, right. Like,
How long
why?
until they do the Supreme fucking Twinkie? Let's be
Too
real.
long.
Hang on.
Did you see how much Supreme Oreos are going for right
Yeah,
now?
I think
Are those
I saw
real?
one for
Yeah, they
21.
are.
It
And
was
it's like a couple $1,000.
$20,000 I
Yeah.
saw for one.
$52,000
Yeah.
is the new max right now.
$52,000.
People for some reason want red Oreos that say Supreme on them.
Yep.
But hey, good for Supreme.
Yeah.
Bad for the people that are dumb enough to spend that kind
It's
of money.
a billion-dollar company.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty insane.
And all they
How
do is
long-
like collab with someone.
How long has Supreme been around?
A
A
while.
hot minute. I think either the early '80s or the late '90s.
Yeah, for a
Yeah,
while.
because I saw that on. There was like a skating documentary on TV when I was just like flipping through the channels, and like this guy talked about like how he made these custom decks and he started selling them at Supreme, and it was like the 1980s. I'm like, was Supreme even around? I had no idea it was around back then.
It started as a skating company, but now it's just like lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, hey, look, we
It's
got
like the
sweater
Supreme
with
brick.
Supreme on it.
Yes, or the Supreme crowbar.
Yeah, right. It's like we're just gonna sell a crowbar.
Or the Supreme
And
mini
guess how
bike.
many people lined up outside to get a crowbar?
Is the Elon Musk flamethrowers Supreme crossover coming?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's never making a flamethrower again. Just because he probably shut down his
No,
company.
it's not a flamethrower, remember?
Yeah, right.
It's a lighter.
Yeah, but have fun getting away with that again.
Yeah.
He's Elon Musk, he could do it. They made a song and put it on SoundCloud.
And I don't know why I like refuse to listen to it.
It's not horrible.
I didn't even know.
And
that
then
was a
I've
thing.
also heard it's not horrible, but like they also said that on on Cody Cohen Noel's podcast. Like he uploaded it, but I refused to listen to it, and I was like, yeah, me too. And I don't know why. I don't think, and I also think the only thing he did for that song was write the lyrics.
Yep.
Like the rest of it was done by somebody
Just
else.
like someone else did.
But good for him. He's living his best life.
Yeah, good for him.
I don't know if he does any shady practices in his business. It's like fuck Jeff Bezos because he treats his employees like shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Elon Musk does that.
Can't tell.
He does.
He just seems like such a nice.
He seems like a
guy,
pretty chill dude.
honestly.
I think he just wants to go to Mars.
Yeah,
I think he just wants to live his
Bro, what
best
if he
life, and that's
fucking-
it. That's
what
his
if-
goal.
What if like his like spaceship to Mars gets fucking Apollo'd?
Oh God.
Dude, if that's
On live
a
TV.
thing, dude, that'd be crazy.
Oh God.
Can you imagine? Then we'll find out aliens are real then.
True.
Or just be some dude dressed up in a scary costume, scaring everyone.
Good for him. You know,
That would be the next conspiracy.
he's
That'd
got his
be
girlfriend
publicity.
right now, Grimes. She's pregnant.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
having a
yeah,
little
yeah.
baby Musk
Yeah.
That's just insane to me, honestly.
that he's procreating.
No, that those two got together out of like.
that it's
just
those
random
two, and then
people.
it's just so weird. It's like never would have expected it, but hey.
She performed at the Game Awards.
Oh yeah, she did. He was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He
Did
was
he
sitting
help
next to
produce
the-
her thing or whatever?
I don't know. I know Musk was sitting next to the one Asian girl who became a meme during E3. Like Kumi Nakamura.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
for Ghost something.
Well, she doesn't work for them anymore. Ghost
Yeah.
of Tetsuya.
Yeah, she does like.
She's like, okay,
that
my
looks-
time is done here. Bye bye.
Yeah. That looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, her leaving definitely raises an eyebrow. Like, oh fuck, I really hope this shit doesn't go downhill. Some of the teasers and shit that
Oh, she was just a creative. She was just the person who like was the creative director.
yeah.
That happens all the time though.
Yeah, they just
Like
I'm leaving
movies,
by.
movies will lose directors,
Yeah.
and then they'll still come out good, and
People that sometimes leave. It's just like, you know, I was.
It's like I don't want to do this right now. I'm
yeah,
done.
or like they're like, if you're working on like a big project
Mhm.
and people hear about it, I imagine you're offered like
More money. to do
another
something
door
else.
opens
Yeah.
for you to go do something.
It's like
else.
you can be one of the directors on this,
Mhm.
or you can come with us and be the lead director of all these other ones
yeah,
and make this
like,
movie.
you can be a producer for this video game, or
You can
you could
be in charge of
be
this game.
You could be the lead director on a Star Wars video game.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go. That's
I'm
more
out.
money. Why would I not leave,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
That's just how the world works.
It's like, ooh, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wow.
Yeah, there are just some people who just like they have a vision for something, and then just whether it be like, you know, the company or the management or whatever just kind of just fuck it up in the process. Like, I'm probably getting the director wrong, but I think John Carpenter, like out of all of the Halloween movies, he's only made like the first two and then like the new one. And there's like 1 million of those. I'm probably getting that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was some kind of horror director.
That's what happens when you get third parties involved.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I made this thing, and it's like, hey, we want to make money. I'm like, okay. I just shit on this franchise.
Do you know that? So the company that did the fucking like remastered cutscenes for Halo 2 Anniversary,
Mm.
and who've done the cutscenes for like Halo Wars and that company Blur, they did the fucking animation for the Sonic movie.
Really?
So that's why it's another reason why I like that movie more.
Yeah, no, I can
It's
see
got
it.
ties to Halo.
Oh, here's another Sonic trivia fact that didn't get to make it in last week's segment.
Sonic.
The guy who made Sonic,
Mm-hmm.
Yuji Naka, he got wind of the Sonic movie,
Mhm.
and they were like, Yuji Naka, we're gonna invite you on one of these days to come be like a cameo in the movie, and he was like, cool, I'm excited, and then he never got an invite.
Damn.
Damn.
Like
That's
imagine
sad.
imagine creating something.
And you're not even.
And you're not
like
even-
they called it. Like, yeah, we
Yeah, they were
we're
like,
gonna
yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
you were gonna do it.
Exactly.
And then just you hate to see it, but
Not
you know,
even like
maybe,
a deleted scene.
Maybe he would have been the catalyst to make that movie shitty. Like
Maybe.
He could have. We don't know.
We don't know.
But
Well,
I just feel like that he should have.
Why would this random Asian man be in a backwoods town?
Yeah.
But he could have been in San Francisco.
Who knows
That's true.
who Yuji Naka is?
Right?
Did you guys? If I would have just been like Yuji Naka,
No.
you guys wouldn't have been like, oh, the creator of Sonic.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I was not into Sonic. I want to be
Exactly.
honest.
I think maybe they just like wanted him for a cameo and they just forgot, like Stan Lee in like every Marvel movie.
Yeah, that was their plan, and then they just decided.
Yeah, but
not
they
to do
invited
it.
Stanley, and
Hey,
Stanley
Nick.
always came.
Who made Mario?
Satoru Iwata.
Is that true?
I don't know. He did.
I think it's Shigeru Miyamoto.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Satoru Iwata was Zelda.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure Miyamoto made. I thought he did. I thought he made Mario. So.
Who made Kirby?
Masahiro Sakurai.
You mean Massive Hero Soccer guy? Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yes.
thought Sakurai did that, and that's why Kirby's always the main character of the Smash games. Because he's like, bro, I'm a Kirby. He's gonna be the main character.
Kirby's my character. He's the character.
He's the
Don't say
main
everybody.
character.
Satoru Iwata contributes to Earthbound, Kirby, Pokemon, Super Smash Bros.
He didn't make any of the characters. He was just like, I'm gonna help y'all
It's a
get the
way
games going.
He was just there.
He died.
Oh, he's Pokemon guy.
Yeah.
That makes
He's
sense.
Pokemon.
Isn't he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, probably.
That was just a sad time when he died.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, damn, bro, you water dead. Bro.
Remember
That's why
that?
Pokemon will never be the same.
You guys remember that video of him and Reggie fighting?
Yeah,
That was fun.
What was that for?
that was for Smash.
It was
for
for Smash
3DS.
when they introduced Mii's as characters.
Oh man, that's such a great video.
Reggie don't even work for Nintendo no more.
No, he don't.
That's not dead though, so.
Did he just retire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he retired last year, didn't he? Or 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's playing Animal Crossing on his 3DS.
I don't think he's playing on the Animal Crossing on 3DS. He's probably playing on Switch when it comes out.
But he gave the company to Bowser.
Look at that.
That's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's Doug Bowser, not King Bowser.
Bowser.
What Cat Bowser?
No, fuck Cat Bowser.
That's
He's
the
a furry. I
bad
don't like him.
guy.
He's a furry. I don't like him.
That's all the time I have for now. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
I hope E3 doesn't suck this year.
I think it'll be good.
I hope it's gonna be
There's
good.
definitely a high chance of something with Halo. We're probably going to see something about Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're finally past the... Here's some new IPs and stuff. We're gonna be seeing some big boys
We're going to see
return.
Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition.
Yeah, right.
What was that Elder Scrolls thing? Was that for a new game or was
Yeah,
that like an
it was the next
expansion?
game. It was Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, or was
The JPEG of the logo in a town.
yeah,
I
but
don't
no,
think
it was like that
those-
huge ass like video of like the fucking cheetah furry looking guy who kills a dragon with like,
Oh, no,
Oh,
that's
that
Elder
was-
Scrolls Online.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls.
That's
That was their new
Tamriel-
I
DLC
figured.
or whatever.
I figured. But yeah, there was like I don't remember a lot about last year's E3 to be honest.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing.
Here's the long-
Halo
Smash.
trailer.
Yeah, and then the Halo
Halo.
trailer.
Yeah,
with
here's the
things I
long-awaited
remember.
trailer
Indie
for
games that I have not seen come out
I
yet.
think there was another Last of Us trailer.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was all like stuff that was already announced, or like new add-ons to games that were already out.
exactly.
Like I feel like that was all that year, except Devolver. Devolver showed a bunch of new
Oh,
stuff.
Microsoft like officially announced.
Yeah, the Series
yeah.
X or whatever. But it's
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
why you gotta make such a shit name? For
It
it?
didn't-
They said that why didn't they just keep it as fucking Scarlet?
Scarlet?
Yeah.
Scarlet's fucking.
That sounds
I,
really cool. Well, you
I
know-
was about to say the fucking placeholder name is way better than the actual
You know,
name.
that always happens.
I mean,
like,
but
the
the-
Connect was Project Natal.
Yeah.
That's better than the fucking Connect.
The project name for the Xbox One was Project Scorpio.
Yep. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
But no, you have to say Xbox on it.
Yeah.
There needs to be an
You
X
gotta
in
make
it
sure that people know.
I
that it
remember
has an
If
X.
they would have just kept like the Xbox 360, Xbox 720, if they just like would have
With
Right?
numbers
kept
and
on
shit.
going up.
Yeah.
And like, did you see like that made up logo where it was like blue and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's dope.
remember. Do you ever like see those old videos where it was like future consoles that were coming out, and it's like the Wii phone and like the Wii 2.
Or like the PS like 5's controller would have 44 thumbsticks for
Yeah.
some reason.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a funny bit. I like that.
Yeah.
Or there was like the PS6 that had like the. It was like the circle and had like the glass plate around it.
Yeah.
And the controller was like a glass pane with 2 little like grips on it.
Early YouTube was crazy.
Yeah, early
Yeah,
YouTube
man.
was just let's
It was
take what
always
we
like,
have and make it
Here's
like,
some
wacky.
photos. They're very blurry. Here's Comic Sans on it and sing 3 different songs.
It was
like
about
song
to
2
say.
by Blur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking
That
Paralyzed by Finger 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
And everybody was able to use fucking Windows Movie Maker, so anybody can
Anybody
make a
can do the
video.
same video.
Exactly.
You remember
Mhm.
Halo Jackass?
No.
I might, honestly.
Oh, dude, those videos were so good. It was just people like doing stupid shit in Halo. And every episode would start the same way.
Yeah.
It always starts with song 2 by Blur.
What
And a
was,
compilation of them dying.
What was the video that Monty Ohm did? It was like Halo. Oh, it was Metroid and Halo. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
It was like
that.
Samus and.
It was Samus versus Master Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like, she took her helmet
Haloid.
off. Yeah.
Haloid, that's what it was called.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That one fucking blew up.
I was like, whoa!
And then, wait, didn't Master Chief also take off all of his armor and then Master Chief was a girl
It was
too?
A girl, yeah, and they kissed or whatever.
What the fuck? What if that's actually just the end of Halo Infinite? Like, what if that's
No, we
what
know
happens?
Master Chief's the guy. 'cause-
Yeah, they showed his eyes at the end of Halo 4.
Bro, I'm excited for it.
And they show his younger self in some of, like, the like, story stuff for 5.
He's just a bald guy, basically.
Yeah.
Or no, he got like the buzz cut.
I really hope it's.
I hope it's good.
It has more of because Halo 1 had
Go back to
an open
1
world.
to
feel.
3.
What if
An open
Infinite
world feel
is
to it.
how they end the Halo series?
That'd be
That
crazy.
that would.
It's not gonna
Halo
happen.
will never end.
But it would
No,
be
but what if
crazy.
they do?
That's
What
the
if they do it?
only Microsoft doesn't
It's
have
COD.
IP though.
It's COD, dude.
Exactly.
Microsoft does not have IP. The only
It's
thing
the
they're
only
holding
thing
on
that keeps
to
them together.
is Gears of War and Halo.
It's like saying that.
Let me
That's
say
like
this. What if
that's
they
like
end
saying
Master Chief's
Mario.
story?
That would be interesting. I could see that.
They
What
pass
do
it
they-
on to a different Spartan.
What do they move on to? Another
new
Spartan?
one. Yeah,
But
they
that-
make
that's
it
the
a new
idea.
one.
But to me, that wouldn't be interesting.
Well,
The
think
only
about it
reason-
like in the Devil May Cry sense. Like, they have Dante for all these years.
The
They throw
passing of
Gamer
the
Nero's
baton.
in
But
there,
they
and
did
then
try
bam,
that.
it's
Okay,
Nero.
Exactly.
they ruined it as soon as they said Master Chief's not the only Spartan anymore. It's like, bruh.
That's
It's like,
how 5. That's how Halo 5 worked, Vince. And I didn't think people liked
yeah.
that.
Well, no one likes Spartan
fucking
Locke.
Spartan Locke sucked.
That's also because that story was terrible.
Yeah.
If you liked Halo 5, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It was
there-
one of the
there are-
worst
I think
stories.
they
There are
do-
good
do a
characters. There are good characters in Halo that are not Master Chief. Like all the
Yeah,
Spartans
look at
on
Reach.
on
was a
Reach.
game.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
good
man,
characters.
that's great game.
Like do a full-fledged Covenant game.
Yeah.
Where you play as the Arbiter.
Oh yeah, the whole Arbiter thing.
That'd be a side story though. That
even
would not
though,
be the next
even,
Halo
yeah,
game.
even though multiplayer would be kind of fucked because elite hitboxes suck.
No
Yeah.
one likes
Yeah.
elites.
No, dude, if you played Elites in
Elite
Halo,
main.
you were not having a fun time.
Cannot be me.
You were not having a good time because you were getting bodied.
Yeah, those hitboxes were insane.
Make
The
that
only
into
time it
solo
was ever good
player.
to play as one was when you're playing Dino Blasters, and that's it.
Just make that single player, where it's a
Exactly.
single player Covenant story, but then,
Well, actually, they were cool to play in Invasion and Halo Reach.
Well, yeah.
It's like, I'm
Yeah.
coming to fuck up these Spartans.
well, yeah, that's different.
But even in like even Bungie was like you don't play an elite. Like look at all like the armor customization we have for elites. There's like 5 options. But you go to the Spartans, there's like a
no, There
million.
was 7. There was 7.
Yeah,
they
there were
they were
seven.
all pretty cool. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I like
They
them.
all look
Dude,
clean, but it's like
Sell
who
It
plays it?
was a
though?
clean one.
True.
Who plays the Elites though? That's the problem.
Well, when you play Invasion, you're kind of like forced to.
Well, yeah, but that was a good game mode.
Yeah.
But like you don't play them in the normal game modes. 'cause it's
Exactly.
Like,
Like who
you're
chooses to
What was
play
your
the
favorite
elites?
armor in Halo 3? Nick?
You know, a lot of people say EOD.
Yeah?
I like Scout.
I like Hayabusa. I worked hard for that shit.
This was good.
Mhm.
What about you two?
I think it was like Air Assault, or they kept changing that, or Recon. I think it was Recon.
You weren't able to get Recon till way later.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that was
No,
like
that's the
Bungie
one I used the
only.
most. Though. I got Halo 3 super late, dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I got it when the game was like dead.
But the thing is, that game never died.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah,
that
it
game,
really didn't.
was
that game's
dying.
lifespan.
Dude, you remember when they released
was
Halo
so
3
long.
Mythic?
Cause I played Reach way more than I
That shit
played
was-
3.
Dude, oh my god.
Yeah.
Reach.
Now that I'm thinking that they like fucking resuscitated that game so many times. Is Halo Myth? Wait, was Halo Mythic a part of a Halo ODST?
Yes, it
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
Halo
It was a
ODST,
2-disc.
It was like Halo 3, and they're
ODST
like,
was great.
drop Halo
Such a
ODST,
good game.
Halo 3 ODST, drop Mythic with it.
That's one of the most slept on games in my opinion.
ODST?
Oh yeah, I agree. That
Yeah.
story is
So
amazing.
good.
ODST
The way it's
The music,
executed,
oh.
the music, the way the story is executed, it's brilliant.
Mhm.
Dude, ODST
And that has
is
more of an open world
Yeah,
feel
it,
to it
it
as
literally
well.
is
That
open
like
world.
went back
Yeah.
to the Halo
You have to
1
find
feel.
the missions.
Yeah.
dude,
It was
ODST is like I remember like a lot of people just shitting on it when it came out and just not being like well received, and now it's become like a hit, like what's it called? I guess sleeper hits. But there are a ton of games that are like that too. Like I remember everybody hating fucking Sonic Unleashed when it came out, and now there's like a huge cult following for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's all Sonic games though.
That's true, because they all suck at the release, but then you replay it and it's like, it's not that bad.
Alright, with the Halo series.
Like always, every Sonic game has always had a good theme song.
It's true.
That's true.
That's true.
But with the Halo series, so if like Infinite is like the last Master Chief game, do you think that?
Or would they reboot the series after that?
I thought Halo Infinite was a reboot.
No.
Because he's got the old armor.
It's new.
But if Infinite is like the last of the Master Chief story, do you think the idea of like a prequel, like Master Chief's Uprising, would like work where you get to play as like Baby Chief?
When he's like a kid to like a...
What would you do as
They made movies.
Well, he was
for
like,
that shit.
isn't
That's
the
true,
lore?
there's movies for that.
They
Isn't the
And
lore
books.
like he was like 6 years old and he was taking down entire like Covenant fleets and shit?
No.
No, he was not that young.
They,
That's when he got kidnapped, was when he was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
they had him like they threw all the Spartan like trainees onto a planet and like he ended up like taking charge and was like, I'm getting all you fuckers out of here.
Yeah, he truly didn't like go to war till he was like 20.
He didn't
18
become
or
Master
something?
Chief until he was like
Yeah,
16.
Yeah. Well, no, that was his title when he was a kid still, but
I hate reading. The Fall of Reach is a great fucking book.
It is.
it
It
was.
just follows like Master Chief's
I honestly want to read more Halo
uprising.
lore and stuff.
Okay,
It's so good.
there's. I forgot the name of the author, but there was an author that they brought in to write a bunch of like Halo books that were to be canon. And this author did the same thing with the Star Wars series, where they gave her the rights
And
to
she does
write
whatever the
about
fuck she
them.
wants.
She doesn't read the base material.
Oh.
She would just go in and write whatever the fuck she wants without like reading like whatever else happened. She did that for Star Wars, and she did that for Halo. So like, there's certain books that you shouldn't read because she's stupid, but there's other books that are really good. Like the books that came around. Like there's a Foreigner series of the Halo books that are fucking amazing, and then there's the Fall of Reach book, and then the books that follow that are really fucking good. That is the one thing that I will say about Halo is the universe is
It's
so
good. So good.
fucking interesting.
There's a lot you could do in the Halo setting.
I don't remember which book, but I remember that one book that, spoilers, but this is retarded. They're like, oh yeah, Noble Six didn't die. I'm like, huh?
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a book.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't remember which it was, but it's like him and Carter like both lived or something. It's like, what?
It's like, no.
It's like, how does that work?
Everyone's dead in the Noble team. Carter crashed.
Except for June.
Yeah, June got out while he was way ahead.
June was like, I'm a sniper boy. I'm hitting the bricks, homie.
And I'm just like, how did they live though? Because like how Reach ends, it's like those two straight up died.
There's no way that Carter lives. He literally crashes into a
I
fucking
could see
scarab
maybe
in a
him
pelican.
living, but
Dude, but that's like a Star Wars thing as well.
Yeah.
Like Darth Maul died 9 times and came back.
But
10.
no, he's back.
Exactly.
Why couldn't they bring Emil back? He was my favorite.
Honestly.
Dude, he died like a champion.
How about you?
Yeah. He's sitting in that gunner chair. He gets stabbed right through it, and he's like, you know what? Take the knife out. I'm coming for you.
Exactly.
It's like you got the upper hand.
What
Oh, you got a
fucking
sword through my
badass.
chest? Hold up. Knife.
Big old knife to your head.
Yeah, I think all those characters are really good. Like that shit blew my mind when somebody like mentioned that all of their deaths kind of like follow through with their characters.
You know who else had their mind blown?
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
I
What a-
hate
that's a-
Cat. That was
what
the
a
one character I
fucking-
hated.
What a
Fuck Cat.
bullshit
She was
death,
like-
honestly.
Yeah.
She deserved to die
We
that
gotta
way.
get to
No, she deserved it. Fuck
Yeah.
Cat.
What a
Bro,
bullshit
Yeah, you go,
death.
get to the radio.
That was like the first time I saw ass in video game, and I was like, you can do that?
I was like,
deserved
bro,
to
you
die.
can do that?
Hold up, Spartan with an ass though?
I hate Cat.
Is this legal?
She started to get okay towards the middle of the game, but then when she died, I'm like,
I was like,
What are
damn,
you
she
gonna-
was
what are you
growing
gonna
on me,
do,
but now
right?
she dead.
that's fine.
She was the
Like-
first one to die. Right?
No, she
No,
wasn't.
George dies
George.
first.
Yo, make it count.
Dude, why you gotta kill George first, my
Bro,
guy?
Yeah.
Come
that
on.
was like, and it was so interesting because it was Dr. Halsey's son.
We got good news and bad
Bruh.
news. I'm like, No, don't you say that bad news, George.
Don't you say
I
it!
don't want to hear good news. It's like we can blow this up. It's like
When I
okay.
first
Listen here,
saw
Reach
that,
has been good to me. Don't fucking say that, man.
yeah, when I first saw that cutscene as a kid, it's like I got fucking pummeled in the
I almost
stomach.
cried.
Exactly. That was like the first game where I was like, oh my god, this is like a permanent character death. Like, he ain't coming back.
On a full day,
Dude, he picks your ass up and he's like, alright, I'm dropping you back. It's like, George, come on, man.
Just come with me. Just come with me.
You can just jump
You
through
can just run real
and
quick.
then he just drives you and it's like,
Bro,
I gotta
Nick,
leave.
Nick,
Turn
he
the
picks
game
you
off.
up and looks at you and says, make it count and toss you around. I was like, no, bro, please, just jump over.
Okay, the bomb takes like a little bit to go off. Let's be real.
Yeah.
yeah, but you're
Yeah.
just falling and it's like, he's alive right now, right?
Maybe
No, he has
blows
to.
up.
maybe the blast
has to
could have,
say
like,
that-
propelled him out.
You know what the worst part was?
Mm.
He drives the Covenant Corvette into the giant ship, which I don't remember what's called. It blows up, but you keep falling, and 3 more of those motherfuckers come back in. It's like,
Exactly.
Oh, nothing. But that was the thing about that game. It's like every time
Nothing
you
you
thought,
did, man.
yeah, every time you thought you made progress, they just like that was
Yeah,
like the
nothing.
beauty of that.
It's like,
fucking game.
Bro, you
Nothing
got
matters.
step
More of
forward,
those?
3 backwards.
Such a good.
Dude, that mission after
Oh.
George died, oof.
Do you guys have?
Love
That's
that
a good
you guys
mission,
buy
too.
Halo Reach?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I love that mission.
That's
I
a
bought
good
Halo
mission
Reach
too.
twice. I beat that game like 10 times.
You're kind of like you're in like it's
It's New
the morning.
Alexandria. Or
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
the
like,
morning
you have no
after,
health.
and you have just only a
you
pistol.
have a pistol.
And you gotta fight all these fucking like pre-evolved brutes that look really fucking weird.
Yeah, and then you meet a bunch of like citizens that are still
and
living.
everything
It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
a good ass mission.
great
It was.
mission. I don't think there was a bad mission in that game. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I don't like that
There's
people
probably a
talk
couple,
shit on
like-
the space fight mission. That mission was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
That was a
It
good one.
was. They did that really well for that.
It was really good.
I remember there being a vehicle mission that involves hanging around Cat a lot.
Oh,
I
that
remember-
one
I remember-
started with one of the coolest cutscenes.
I don't know. I remember that mission not being very enjoyable.
The cutscene was dope, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because that was like we're gonna go blow up the giant spire, and you rode
Remember
in like
getting
a
the
bunch of
ordnance on that one
badasses.
mission? The fucking what's the mission? Where you like go and land at like a fuel depot, and you take it back from the Covenant, and then you have to go
Sword
through
base,
all-
whatever, or whatever. I think
yeah.
that was a good one.
Or Oni.
Driving the forklift.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Driving the
That was
forklift.
another cool thing about Halo Reach is that they like.
have
They
random
delved into
vehicles you
other
hop
stuff.
into.
Well, no, they went more into the fucking source material. Like Oni is the fucking.
Oni's there.
It's like the secret organization that like
Halsey
basically
was
runs,
making an AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the start of everything, and the end of Reach.
I remember I picked up that ordnance thing for the first time, like the fucking like
The
space cannon.
missiles came in.
I was like, what the fuck is it? I looked at the goddamn the wraith, and I just went, and I'm like, what the fuck is? I was like, what the fuck?
Such a good game.
That's
So
crazy.
good. Every cutscene had meaning. Every
think she's
mission,
done
you did
Forge.
something cool. It's like it was just so good,
Yeah.
so real well written.
Did you play? Did you get into Firefight and ODST? Not Reach.
Dude, firefight and
ODST.
ODST.
And ODST, it hit
That's pretty
different
fun.
It
because
did, because you were fucked.
because you were literally fucked because you
You
had to
weren't
get the
ODST.
med packs and shit.
You weren't
Yeah.
shit.
You weren't a Spartan.
You weren't shit. You were
Exactly.
nothing.
Exactly.
That was true survival.
You're out here with a silenced SMG
You are not a Spartan.
and
Go
a
get that
helmet.
health
That's
pack.
it. Have fun dying,
That was
idiot.
so good. Halo ODST
Really made you
Martin.
feel like nothing.
hit different. It really did.
Yeah, that was really good.
Also, the pistol in ODST
Oh,
was
That
so
shit
cool.
was so godlike.
I like the story in that too, because it's like, oh, you're probably by yourself. Like that's what you think the whole time.
Oh,
And
you're
then it's
not.
like, oh, everyone's here. It's like you might be nothing, but hey, they're still finding a way.
Yeah, I just
ODSTs learn.
I love the setting. The setting of ODST is so fucking great. It's an abandoned
Crappy,
city.
rainy city.
It's an abandoned city
Full of
at nighttime,
brutes.
full of rain, and you're just alone, and like you have to find your way out of the city, and like the fucking sad but like smooth jazz, and oh my god, the aesthetic of ODST is so fucking great.
not just in any city.
New Mombasa.
And Mombasa from Halo 2.
Dude, I love how they just bring it all together.
Yeah.
Like rain.
That was the thing that Bungie did really well.
They just bring it
And
together,
then they made fucking Destiny and forgot how to make a story.
right? Oh my god, fuck.
And then
Enjoyable game though. so-
Fun game.
a great game
Story-wise,
multiplayer
it's
wise.
just,
I
what
really
the
hope the next
fuck?
DLC is good, but and then 343 was like a bunch of the people who still want to make Halo is still making Halo. Shittily.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoyed the story of Halo 4 though.
I did not like the game.
The game was pretty poopy. The multiplayer sucked.
Was there another space mission in Halo 4?
I,
Like where
I have not finished.
driving some kind of like jet?
I think so. Maybe. I liked the story. The gameplay was poopy. I just like there was no dimension to the Prometheans. It's like when you shot a
they were
brute,
nice at the start. Now it's like, oh, they're evil now.
They flinch.
Yeah, exactly.
Prometheans,
Then the Prometheans were just like
They stand there and shoot you because it's like, am I damaging it?
yeah. How do I know when your shields go down?
Honestly, I had more
It's
fun
like, oh,
with
you
the
hit him with a
Spec Ops
rocket,
than
they
I
just-
did with the normal game.
It was like once you shoot in the head or melee.
Mhm.
Jackals you shoot in the head or melee. Brutes you get their shield down.
Then
And
you
then you just
melee.
And then you melee or shoot them
Or
in the head.
same thing
If you
with the
come
elite.
behind them, melee them once in the back, they
And-
die
and
instantly.
then-
And even hunters, you shoot the orange
Yeah,
and you
shoot
see the blood
orange in
coming
the back, and the brutes were just bullet sponges.
out. And then a Promethean.
And then all the Prometheans are just
am I damaging it?
yeah,
It's just standing
static
there.
motherfuckers.
I hated the dog ones the most.
Oh, those were
annoying.
fucking annoying.
Because they could climb up everything.
Yeah.
And also they like
Am I damaging it?
fucking
They jump around.
serpents
Yeah.
moved. They went left and right. They weren't just like I'm coming at you.
At least the Promethean weapons were okay.
The Promethean weapons were cool. Those animations when I first saw them, I coom.
And then
Yeah.
in 5, they just made them even worse.
I
It's
never
like, why?
understood what the Promethean grenade did.
It was a
Wasn't
trip
it just
bomb.
like a
They put a bunch of spikes up.
yeah?
It was like a booby trap, kind of.
Yeah, it was like a
So
power.
you throw it, and then it'd like have a
Wait, was that in
wormhole.
5?
Yeah, wasn't it like a
Yeah,
power
4,
drain?
I think 4 it was a,
5 had the
Like,
the
who
tripwire
knows what it
bombs,
is, yeah.
and then in 4 it was just like
it was just a
wormhole,
something,
and
yeah.
then
I
bam.
did like 5's multiplayer. I put a lot.
Right.
Of fucking, and what was that mode where like you use the cards or whatever? Like you can.
Oh,
summon-
Warzone.
Warzone was.
Yeah.
So
Warzone was
That so
interesting.
much fun.
Good.
Yeah, but both campaigns were terrible.
I liked 4.
5 had
I
a
couldn't
really
get
good
through
forge
4.
system. People made a lot of cool maps.
I-
Remember
5
Snowball
They
Fight?
just need to
Dude,
know how to write a
Halo
story.
5's Forge you can code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
it
ridiculous.
was good. It's just, you guys need to write a story.
Mhm.
That's all you needed.
I
That's all
haven't-
you were missing.
I haven't played much of 5. I remember it was like free for a weekend, and I played like Warzone with you like a bunch, but I never got into 5. I never bought it.
It was cool because
They had so many good
The
custom game
DMR?
modes.
and the BR was in that game.
Yeah. Both guns great.
Yeah.
Assault rifle's still worthless, but it looked cool. You can,
Assault
get,
rifle
you can get
starts
cool guns for it.
stinky.
Yeah, assault rifle's worthless, but it's like a stable. Like you just gotta have it at this
I
point.
wish they just like have it do a little more damage, or just put another clip in it, you know.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just
Well,
worthless.
like in Halo 1, it had 64 bullets per clip.
Now it's got like
Now
20.
yeah, I think
It doesn't even like
it's-
break a
it's
shield.
Really low. It's really low.
But then they put the saw in the game, so it's like, what's the point of giving the
True.
AR a
Saw's
bigger clip
quicker.
now? Because you just have the saw.
And isn't the SMG just a better version of the AR?
It's got less range, but basically,
close range, it's deadly.
yeah, because it's worthless every other range. But if you're right next to
it
someone,
was really fucking good in Halo 5.
it
Halo
was.
5, it absolutely.
I'm pretty sure I always started with an SMG instead of, it was like an SMG start or a BR start.
SMG was really good. I really like the mobility in 5 with the like boosts.
The boosts were
And
nice,
then the ground pound.
The ground pound was fun.
cool, and
Oh, the shoulder charge.
but they just
shoulder
had to fuck
charge.
up the fucking
they
story.
had to fuck up the story.
It was, dude, what they advertised was not at all what the story was.
Well, in the original marketing campaign, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna like."
We're killing Master Chief.
Exactly.
Yeah, Master Chief sucks. He's a bad
We
guy.
gotta kill him. And now it's like,
She's a villain now. Murder him.
at like the first 2 missions, it's like, yeah, I can see it. And then it's like, no,
Oh, he's
And
not.
then, and then they were
we're
like,
all friends.
all of Master Chief's friends come back that you don't even know who they are if you haven't
Exactly.
read the original source material. So to you, they're just random people, but to like the
Yeah,
hardcore
right.
fans are really excited to see them, even though we're gonna do them really terribly.
It should have just been Chief versus
Lock.
Team
Yeah.
Osiris or whatever.
But instead, it's Chief simp so hard that other people came to try to kill
I
him.
wonder if they're gonna tie it into fucking.
I hope not.
But
The Infinite?
Don't talk about the past 2 games,
But the end
please.
of Halo 5 was.
That he runs away.
No,
That's what happened.
no, he reunites with Halsey and Arbiter. That was the ending of Halo 5.
And then didn't Cortana like become?
And then
Yeah, they
Cortana.
lost-
Cortana's like kind of
They locked
evolving
what's his face
into.
in her room.
Cortana's kind of evolving into Guilty Spark
Yeah.
like 2.
So,
I don't know. Just I don't like to think about that story. It was bad.
I'm sorry.
It was so bad. No,
Need a back rub?
I never finished 4 either. I'm like, I hate this
Yeah.
story. It's
You're
bad.
traumatizing him, dude.
Why do I
Stop.
want to play this?
Need a back rub over there, bro?
Luis tried to carry me through that game, and I'm like, this story is.
What was the
pointless.
main bad kid's name in 4?
I don't
The
remember.
Didact.
The
Yeah, that's what it
Didact.
was.
I'm
I just
surprised
hated
you
how
remember
they
that.
did that. They're like, oh,
Bro,
he's turning the Prometheans evil. It's
Halo
like,
fan extraordinaire.
it's like, why is he turning why are the robots evil now?
I was like, what the fuck is this fool's name? I couldn't remember.
He just comes out in his giant egg and takes over all the robots.
He was the Ultron ripoff.
He pretty much was.
Oof.
Can you talk about another game that's really good?
I like the story for it though. Sorry to cut back to Halo for a second. The little cutscene they showed has me interested.
For Infinite?
Yes, that at
Yeah.
E3, that little cutscene, even though it was about some dude being stuck in a spaceship for 20
random
years.
dude.
But that couple seconds that it was about Halo sounded interesting.
And it also, I think it was like in-game footage actually. Like,
Yeah.
That was the
At least when he was
engine
walking in the spaceship.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like, I think it's just the colors, because I love the like default Mark 6 armor. I think it's like one of the best looking Master Chief armors. But it's something about the colors and just the lighting of the new graphics and shit makes him look like a toy. Like he looks too
I don't
plasticky.
care. I've always thought in the original games they like portrayed Master Chief as like a toy soldier who's like absolutely unstoppable.
Exactly.
It's like a kid playing with his toys.
And then in the next 3 games they were like feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was that
right?
one.
Chief has feelings.
There was that one.
So he's still dope, but he gets sad
well,
too.
in the first, and he didn't, but even though Cortana was like being a bitch in the 3rd game, he still wasn't like, I'm sad.
He's like, I'm gonna fix you.
Yeah.
Like, just calm down, Cortana. I'm trying to get through this.
She was like, sometimes a homie just be sad. Alright?
Was that one Halo 3 ad that was just like a bunch of toy soldiers?
Oh, Believe?
Yes.
Oh, those ads were so good.
Yeah.
The museum, bro.
The interviews with all the UNC soldiers?
So good. I was
Oh.
gonna say, remember when the trailer for Halo 4 came out? And it was just like, Master Chief comes out of the back of the ship.
Yeah.
And it's like, Cortana's like, Chief, wake up, bro. Like, hair. Every hair on my body, like, stood up.
That's one thing that they're doing right is ads.
Except for Halo 5.
You
It
know
had good
what's-
ads though.
I did
The
have
game
that.
was
That
just
was
shit. The
good.
story was
remember-
bad.
You know what's the coolest thing they added in Halo was in Halo Reach? Assassinations.
That's true.
The minute
Yeah.
those were
I
out of the
love
game, I was like,
assassinations. They're the best.
Those were great.
Straight up the best.
I like the in Halo 4 there was an assassination you get if you are running at the guy and you just like straight up tackle him.
Dude, I
That's
love the
a good
tackle ones.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like even in the campaign, doing it to like an elite, it's like straight up knocking it over and just bringing that hand up and stabbing it right in the top of the head.
I liked in 5 there was different one you can unlock. One of the only ones I ever used because I unlocked it like early on was one where you sneak up behind him and just fucking suplex him over your shoulder.
That sounds awesome.
I was like, oh, that's fucking great.
There was an achievement in Halo Reach. I think it was the sniping mission.
Yeah, we had to jump off the cliff and assassinate
Yeah.
the
A
elite.
huge cliff. And you have to assassinate the elite.
Oh,
That's a good one. That
I
was a
tried for
tough
that
one.
one so many times.
Yeah, and then they give you like the checkpoint after you killed him, so you'd have to go back and like do the entire mission over again.
Yeah, it's like shit, man. This is the worst thing.
Good ass game. So
I remember doing that, trying to get that achievement, because like there was a way where you could get a checkpoint like as soon as that part happens, and I just remember just laughing my ass off because a million times I'd be like really close to getting it, and then I just die in front of the elite, and it would take him like a minute for his like what just fell, and he just like turns around and sees my body, just starts shooting at me. It's hilarious.
They were.
Great game. Can we talk about another really good game?
You know what? I'm gonna talk about Titanfall.
I
Why does no one like
Oh
Titanfall?
my god, it's so underrated.
Why does no one like Titanfall?
is it still like $2?
Probably.
It's so good.
It's
Dude,
such a good
It's
I-
so
game.
good.
I can't wait for the third one because the Titanfall 2 story was one of the best stories I've
Oh my
ever
God,
played.
I didn't play the
Fantastic.
story, but I've heard nothing.
Play it. I'm gonna make you play it. I'm gonna watch you play
Like
it.
Nick,
I'm gonna stand
it's,
behind you as
it's
you
a
play it.
fucking amazing
fun.
story.
What is it on? Is it on Origin?
It's on Origin.
Have you ever cared about a giant robot mech? I haven't until I played that game.
The Iron Giant.
That's true. Iron Giant's pretty good. But I'm saying
I
like
said, fuck Iron Giant, give me BT.
it's like you had to. You just it was a robot that had to work with you.
And then slowly over time,
Slowly you
and
became
him both
friends.
grow as partners and become friends.
It was so good.
The moment I knew that I loved that robot was when I'm falling off that rooftop and your character screams out BT and he dives out for you,
He
catches
hauls.
you, and the thing, all he says is, "Hi."
It's like that's his programming, but it's like,
Bro, it's $5.
see,
Buy
I
it.
have to cop.
why? It's such a good game,
Nick, buy it, download it, stream it tonight. We're watching Win Campaign.
dude. It was honestly the combat in that game's
it's
great.
so good.
Playing in giant mechs is great.
Even the multiplayer was great.
It's
One was
such a
good.
good game.
One had good multiplayer. Two had great multiplayer.
It's like,
There was
why does
different
no one like
character classes.
Titanfall 2?
There were different abilities. Oh my
I think
god!
the thing that turned people off to the first game was
That there was no actual
There's no single
storyline.
player.
well, there was that, and
It was always online.
and people didn't like that there was. It was a mix in multiplayer. It was like you had like players, but you also had bots.
Yeah, the
I thought
bot
that was
People
was.
didn't like that.
It was still fun.
I
I loved
enjoyed
it.
it. I liked fucking
The
boofing on
only
fucking
thing-
bots.
The only thing that fucked over Titanfall 2 was that it came out at the same time as two other big games.
What did it come out as?
I don't
Wait,
remember.
Titanfall 2 you said?
Yeah,
Yes, it came out on my birthday. Came
that's
out
why.
the
Yes, I
same
think
day.
when Call of Duty came out. I swear.
It's because it
It's
came out on
because of
Vincent's
Call of Duty
birthday.
Just
fucking
came out.
came out.
It's because it came out on Vincent's birthday. That's
It
why.
came out in
Vince, how dare
October.
you.
At the end of October, you're fucked.
Yeah,
You cannot come
it
out in
was-
October
it was-
to December.
It was probably
Worst times to
because of
come
Call
out.
of Duty because that's when those games.
That is when a Call of Duty comes
Call
out.
of Duty dropped the exact same day. And you know it dropped like a couple days later?
Hmm.
Another game. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. We'd have to look it up. But
What was the weird thing? Ubisoft always drop not even this doesn't pertain to Titanfall. Always with Ubisoft. Every Assassin's Creed game would either come out October 27th or October 29th.
yeah, right. It was always that week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Weird.
I just want them to talk about it next Titanfall because I want to see what the story holds. Because that story was
I'm
great.
so mad because they were working on a new Titanfall game. They're like, okay, scrap it, turn it into Apex Legends. Why
Right.
didn't you just make it
Yeah,
a Titanfall game?
I was about to say, is Apex Legends made by the same
It
people?
was
Made by
Respawn,
Respawn,
yeah.
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 I just please make another Titanfall.
Please make it so I can bring back.
I don't
ET.
want this to be Ghost 2. Like we're never gonna get that story. Good story, never gonna get it.
We're never gonna
More
see
Call
what
of Duty
Ghost.
Ghosts?
Yeah, the
Was
story
it
was
good?
great.
The
I love that
storyline
story.
for Ghost
I
was
think-
great.
Wasn't that like the worst performing Call of Duty?
It was.
Yes, but the story was still good.
Oh wait, no, it was like, or was that Infinite
That
Warfare?
was Infinite Warfare.
It was
Yeah.
Infinite Warfare.
First it was Ghost.
It
then
was
became
Ghost,
Infinite
but-
Warfare.
but
have you watched professional Infinite Warfare by the way?
No.
They just zoom across
It's
the
weird.
entire fucking map. It's like flies flying.
I hated competitive Call of Duty past Ghost. I don't want to watch jetpacks. That's not
I
fun.
think the last time I like seriously played competitive Call of Duty was Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
I think I did a Black Ops 2. Because
Yeah,
I
I know I
grinded
played
the
with
shit
you
out
guys
of
a
Black
lot
Ops
in
2.
Black Ops 2.
That was the last Call of Duty I actually played religiously.
I played
I think Black
Advanced
Ops 2
Warfare a
was the
little
last
bit.
one.
It was fun. But
Yeah, we played that, but it's like, I'm not going to get into this like I did
I've
the other
played
ones.
every Call of Duty that has come out, but
I've not played
haven't-
religiously.
I haven't liked one since Black Ops.
Black Ops 2 was the best Call of
Yeah.
Duty ever made.
God, dude,
And
it's
I'll
so
never
good.
like
Agreed.
another one as much
I
as
have
I-
so many good memories of Black
I
Ops
don't
2.
know. I can't
Agreed.
say which one's better between Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2.
I didn't have
great-
Black
I
Ops
have
1,
great
so I can
memories.
say Black Ops 2.
I played a little Black Ops 1, but I just played so much Black Ops 2 that, like, if I don't say it's my
Download the
favorite
fucking
one.
free one, so we can play zombies. Or
Maybe.
were you ever into zombies?
It was fun. I suck at zombies.
I
That's the
fucking
thing.
love
I'm
zombies.
bad,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it. Because me, Vince, Luis, and, like, a random fourth person would always get up.
Usually
We
just
play
like
zombies
over
all the
eat-
time.
Yeah. I was more of a watch zombies than play zombies because, like,
That's true. Watching it's
I liked it,
interesting.
but
I
I didn't
just
like
suck.
it as much as playing multiplayer.
I fucking love zombies.
I
I'm
think the
bad.
storyline's very interesting.
I think the best time to play zombies is when you're with, like, people you get along with and people you know, and then, like, it starts out as, like, fuck it, let's play some zombies, just fuck around, and then it evolves into, okay, let's actually see how long we could last. Like, that happened
Let's
between
try to get the Easter egg this time. 'Cause we
That happened
played it 4
between,
times already.
me, Nick, and Monty. We were just, like, messing around on 5 and Black Ops 1, and we lasted till, like, round, like, what was it, like, 33 or something. That was crazy fun.
What's your favorite zombies, man?
Excuse me.
Right now it's Mob of the Dead. I
Mhm.
forgot how good of a map that fucking was.
Mhm.
There's so much shit you can do.
Yeah. Fight a warden.
From what the first
Get the
one?
Easter egg to
Oh, no,
escape the
sorry.
island. You can turn to a ghost electricity man.
I never played that
You
one.
could,
This
uh,
one.
Get the golden spoon.
There's the acid gat.
Yeah.
there's I think that was the first time the shield was introduced.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah.
God, what was
So
my
good.
favorite?
I think
I
my
know what your
favorite, just
favorite is,
because
I
of
think.
how was my favorite?
It's the one with the in the ground.
Buried?
Yeah.
Close.
I know that was the one you
That's
liked
my,
a lot.
That's
You
my
used to play
second
it.
favorite. I think just because I played it so much, Transit's my favorite.
Transit's good.
Transit
Especially
was
with
a
all
great
4
one.
people, it's great.
Because that was the first time I got introduced to those 4 characters.
Dude, I love the Black
Those-
Ops
I love
2
those 4.
characters. They're great.
Marlton, Misty, Stuhlinger, and Russman.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. I love them.
Like the only mad character was the girl. That's because what was her purpose? You know?
There's a whole
Tits.
bunch of theories where she
Yeah.
was Tank Dempsey's daughter, and I was like,
Yeah, but like everyone, all the other 3 were just always making some funny jokes or
There was a
were
lot of good
were
bands.
lore
did you ever
relevant.
read the zombie comics?
I should have.
There's some fucking cool shit that happened in those.
My favorite is Shadows of Evil, but that's from like Black Ops.
3.
Yeah, 3. So it's still like a rather recent one, but it's so fucking good.
I never got into that one,
Yeah.
so I really don't
I
know.
remember the
anything
Easter
about
egg
it.
in that one, for, like at the ending of the Easter egg in that one being kind of stupid because it's just like, oh, we're some aliens. Oh, there's Richtofen stealing the fucking.
Yeah, because you fucking
Chronologon or whatever
you
the
get
fuck.
like the key from Cthulhu,
Mhm.
and then like you're like, all right, we can finally get out of here, and then fucking
Oh,
Richtofen
Richtofen.
just like, I got no
Thanks,
time to
man.
explain. See ya.
Thanks for doing all the hard work, retards.
Yeah.
I like
Wasn't
Origins.
the moon map the one where you can go into a room and there was like a
pyramid, and that's how you got Samantha.
Dude, that always
Yeah.
fucked with me.
That scared
I
the
was always
cr-
afraid of that. I'm
That-
like, bruh.
That whole Easter egg where you like blow up your, that scared the crap
That
out
one
of
was
me.
weird.
With the whole thing where there was also the roaming astronaut on the moon who
Oh,
would
yeah.
try and kill you.
That was a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I finished the Origins Easter egg though. I always got really close. I never finished it.
That was a good time when fucking Call of Duty and Halo coexisted. It's
And
like,
they were
oh, you know,
competing back to back for
I'm-
once again. It's like, wow, this is crazy.
I'm done playing Black Ops 8. Let's play some
Yeah,
Halo.
let's go play
Yeah,
Halo.
exactly.
It's like
Like,
we
I'm
played
playing Halo today.
multiplayer for an hour. We played zombies. Now we go play Halo for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what's a game I had great experience with playing with friends?
Mm.
Red Dead Redemption.
Shout out to Red Dead.
I didn't play Red Dead a lot with friends, but like
The single player is great.
Yeah.
the single player
Always.
is great and the multiplayer was.
It was there. It was there. Like
I liked,
on board.
I liked the zombie DLC to be
Zombie
honest.
DLC
It was
The
really good.
wave-based zombie game.
That was
so much
fun.
fun.
I
I
like
like
getting
doing
all the
free
horses
roam
and the
because
free
there was always a constant fight for the one fort in Mexico with the cannons on it.
That's true. That was always a good time.
Always. No matter what, there'd always be one posse trying to claim it.
There
It's
would
like,
be
this is
people there.
ours.
There would be people in there shooting cannons at you.
And
I-
like
I-
posses would work together to go take it, and then they'd fight to the death inside of it to
God.
see who would get it. Oh my
And then
god, I
everyone
loved
get
it.
back on the cannon and start shooting.
It's like get him. Oh wait, and the rooftop fights at McFarlane Ranch.
That's true. Because the ragdoll in that online
Oh,
was just
man.
funny.
People didn't like the new one, right? Like I don't
The-
know.
the
I don't know why
multiplayer-
I've heard nothing. Well, maybe that's just what Rockstar's devolved to. It's like
You either
People
hear
just think
great
it's
things or you
shit.
hear nothing.
yeah.
Like me and Blake got back into it recently, like a while ago. We had a
Red
lot
Dead
of
2?
fun with
A
it.
couple
We
months
were
ago,
doing bounty
yeah.
hunting. It was fun.
It's just, it's like boring DLC they keep adding. You know,
Yeah.
it's just nothing exciting.
It's like
You can go
it
every
was GTA
like
before
it's-
heists were
it's
added.
like-
You were like you're
GTA.
grinding out. It's like
they waited too long.
that mission was
They
fun.
waited too
No.
fucking long to release those heists.
Do you
Yeah, 'cause
remember
it's
how
like that.
crazy it was
On
playing
board
GTA
playing
Online
missions.
for the first time?
Which one?
In 5.
5, all of them, just
When
in general.
everyone
think
was all
about it.
together, it's like, holy fuck, we're here?
But they always waited too long to release
To add stuff, so it got
multiplayer,
boring.
And then they always waited too long to release shit for multiplayer. It's like
Remember when the updates for GTA Online were free and they just give you the stuff for free?
Mhm.
The beach bum update, the corporate business or whatever the fuck it was. It was bad business or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like, hey, there's like a car you can play with. For a
Here's a
bit.
new car, here's a new gun, melee weapon, and like another car.
But now it's like, nah, you gotta play the game for 3 weeks to get a
Mhm.
car.
I went back. Actually, remember like in the beginning where modders were just giving people like billions of dollars.
Yes.
GTA doesn't like people having
I
fun.
remember a
dude.
friend
They
of mine
gotta take it
texted
away.
me. It was like a week before Christmas. He's like, bro, get on. I'm like, why? I'm like, okay.
This guy's
And I
getting
got
off
on,
free
and
money.
he's like, bro, start a private lobby. I'm like, okay. I started one. He joined in. Bounty of like 2.6 billion. He's like, bro, kill me, take it. I'm like, what?
$2 billion.
I was
Yeah,
like, bro,
This
what did
fucking
I do?
microtransactions.
Rockstar
that
didn't like
thing.
people to have
It's
money.
like
You
shark
had to buy their
cards.
money.
Shark cards.
Because that's the only way they made money. Was it's like, oh,
Sucks.
$6 billion car? Alright, drop $100 on the game to get a car.
Mhm.
Stupid.
I never bought one. I'm like,
Those-
I refuse.
some of the shit they've added to GTA 5,
It's too expensive.
they've copied Saints Row verbatim. Like, they
That
copied
too.
it word for word and, like, item for item.
Saints Row the Third is a perfect game.
It is.
Best game ever. Me and Vince beat it 5 times.
I remember beating it with you.
It's good shit.
Yeah,
I
fucking
mean,
great game.
like, the game. Like,
what other game?
It was fucking hilarious.
No.
Yeah.
Also, what other game has a mission where you're fighting in top of a penthouse against a rival gang with Kanye's Power playing in the background?
Exactly. It's the perfect balance of like, okay, this is really badass and really cool, but also we're not taking ourselves way too seriously, and it's
Also,
like really goofy and really
3
funny.
was the Saints Row where they added in the moves where like if you're sprinting at somebody and hit the attack button,
Yeah.
you do like a cool animation.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, I'm gonna fucking just run up and drop kick you, or I'm gonna dive into you and then slam you into the ground.
Well, third was the one where if you run towards your car and hit like the enter
You can
button,
jump
you
into
just
it.
go into
Yeah,
the
that's the
Yeah.
best.
That's so good.
It saves so
The
much
character
time.
Customization was fucking amazing. You could just have like the most obese person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna run up and
Yeah.
punch you in the head anyway. In my underwear.
Like, I'm a chick with a beard and fat fucking tits.
So
What's up? I'm gonna kick your ass.
The best was making like the most retarded looking character ever, and then like,
Going
putting-
and beating people to death with the giant dildo.
yes, but also setting your voice lines to the zombie voice line, so it's always and then the other characters like, yeah, you're right, we should go do that.
Mm-hmm.
God, what a great game.
Do we have
Now that we're
time?
playing video games? We're playing Siege again, and I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah, we're actually getting into a competitive shooter.
and I feel like I've been missing that from my life because I
Nothing's
I
come
mainly
out.
just play FPSs,
Mhm.
and I feel like I've been missing like a competitive shooter, like ever since like Halo 3 or something. Because I never enjoyed CS:GO. I think the fucking hit registration in that game is absolutely
Just
stupid.
whack.
It's like so stupid.
I do have fun with it though, because
I had fun, but it's
when
just
me, Blake, and Luis got back into it for like a couple weeks,
Mhm.
for some reason I turned into like a good player at that game. Back when I played with like John, like last year, I was dog shit.
Yeah.
For some reason I hopped back into this. Oh, I'm just like popping off. I'm like, what am I doing?
I've tried
What's
to get
happening?
into that game, and then the same thing with League. I've tried to get into both games at least 20 times,
really.
and I don't think I will ever get into it.
Mm.
And like I've had friends who were really good at the game, like hold my hand and walk me through.
That's probably why.
And then,
Don't
but
know,
no, I'm not saying that was all the times that I tried to get into the game. I tried to get into the game by myself as well,
I don't like it by myself.
and with friends. I've done everything to try
I
to
can
get
see
into
it.
those games, and I just couldn't do it.
I don't have like a game that I play now that's like kind of like an online multiplayer kind of competitive thing. Like I don't have any games that you guys play, so I miss out on all like your fun shit you guys do on Discord. But I don't know, nothing really holds my interest. Siege is okay. I never really got into it that much. League is really boring if you're not playing with like people you know, because everybody's so fucking
Everyone's
toxic and
toxic
weird.
as fuck.
Exactly.
So I'm glad John has at least tried, because it's like, yeah, I'm so fucking bored playing that game.
I'll play it occasionally with you. You've seen me play it a couple
Dude,
times.
I'm telling we need a
Hey,
group of
I
5
killed that
people.
Wukong. Remember?
I'm saying me, you, John, and maybe you two. I just want a full group, because having a full group makes that game so much more fun.
Blake, don't you ever forget. I
You
killed
killed
that
him,
Wukong.
Vince.
I killed that Wukong.
You were 0-25, but you killed him.
I killed that Wukong.
See, and how much fun did we have playing that? It was so
That-
fucking stupid.
Remember what we said? We shouldn't have won that match.
No,
but I killed that Wukong.
we won,
We
though.
won that match.
How the fuck did you guys win that match?
Don't even ask, because I don't even remember.
All I'm saying is, I am 2 wins for 3 games.
That's, we should not have won
I got a
either.
positive win-loss.
Doesn't this look like Squidward? I forgot you only have one eye.
Kind of. It's also dark as shit in here.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me get a flashlight.
Wait, let me see it.
It kind of does.
Hold it forward where it'll like flash a visual bit on a podcast. You
Visual
know?
bit, visual bit.
Nose here. And
Yeah, I
eyes.
see it.
Take a
I
break
see
from
it.
the gaming hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually kind of
I
does.
see it.
Crazy.
I see it.
That's kind of crazy. I gotta take a picture of that.
You know what I want to play with everybody?
What?
I want to do a bunch of Gary's One game modes. Like when we did hide and seek that one day. That was a lot of fun.
I'd
I
love
want to
that.
play SpongeBob Lights Camera Action.
Okay.
Why?
I remember that. Holy shit.
Get
How
it,
are we
Nick.
gonna
Yeah,
play
go
that,
play it.
Nick?
Do we have time to talk about Sonic Adventure 2?
I don't know.
Okay, always
We have as much time as we want.
We can go
Bro.
for as long as we want. We can go for another 3 hours if we really wanted to.
Yeah, speaking of going for how many hours, did you guys see where the fucking lo-fi
Yeah,
24/7.
13,000 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, holy shit! It
ended.
finally
542 days.
I
it
think
finally
just started
ended.
today too. No,
Yeah,
I think
and
they
it restarted today.
Yeah.
She studied for 13,000 hours, failed that test, and she's right back at it.
Is it a different channel now?
Nope, same channel.
No,
same
channel.
shit.
They, like,
plow,
restarted
or
it.
cow.
How the fuck? I wonder what happened to just end the stream.
They were just like, okay, we've run out of music, start it over.
I want to know is every day a different song, or have they replayed a song several times?
It seems like it's just like a never-ending like submission thing of like people submitting music. and then playing
Every
it.
time I've tuned in, I've never heard the same song twice.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so it must be something new every time. They just must be stacking more and more music on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never really listened. I listened to it like twice.
13,500 days.
Mm-hmm. 542 days and
Crazy.
something.
Wow.
I read the thing the other, or yesterday.
Truly an end of an era.
Mhm.
But we're back in it.
And
That's why E3 gonna be good this year.
it
Restarting
was
the
like
era.
what Twinkies did.
Restarting, baby.
They stopped.
Is this the year of the restart? Did we
Oh,
hard
fuck.
reset? Everyone unplugged their routers?
Like
and
it's
plugged
White
it back in?
Day. God damn it.
We're doing it.
Start the podcast over, delete everything, we're starting over.
We're restarting
This is episode 1 now.
on a brand new channel. On all the same channel, we have to wipe everything.
Yeah. We'll be the Z Boys now.
Oh no. Sonic Adventure 2. I never played it. What do you mean?
I never played it.
We're restarting it.
I play a lot of it. It's a great game.
I didn't-
It is
I've seen
honestly.
it. I've never touched it.
I've seen
though.
plenty of things of it. I've never played it because I didn't have the right console.
The
It is,
modding community
honestly.
for the Sonic games
They're really good.
are fucking
Sonic
insane.
fans, most of them are cringe.
The
most of
most
them are 12,
dedicated
but they're
fan base.
dedicated.
Exactly.
They're dedicated.
I'll give it to them. They're dedicated. It's like, hey, Sonic team is making bad games now.
We'll make
give
our
it to
own.
the fans. They can make the
Remember
game.
Sonic Mania? That's
Yeah,
all
right?
made by a bunch of fans.
Fan-made game. Probably
That
one of the
game was
best
great.
Sonic games in the past 5 years.
That is probably the most genius Sega decision. Just like, listen, we can't fucking make Sonic
we
games.
can't make something you
but
want.
our
you
fans
make it.
can. So here, let's make Sonic Mania and just
What's
have our
the-
fans make shit.
Before we start getting into Sonic, actually, real quick, what's a game that you want to play that you haven't played yet? Like a franchise you want to get into?
Dude, that's a tough question. There's so
Oh,
many.
Bioshock. I've
Dude,
fucking,
I never gave that
Okay,
game the light of day.
I
I
have
should've.
Bioshock 2. No, I have Bioshock Infinite.
Mhm.
And
I didn't like it.
okay, I
couldn't get into it.
enjoyed it. I've only
Stopped
played
playing
about an hour of it, and then I would be because I'm more of a multiplayer person. The only single player games I like dove into, and like the last time I dove into a single player game was probably like
Last of Us.
Bloodborne or The
Shut
Last
up,
of Us.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
But I really want to I want to play fucking Bioshock Infinite and Bioshock 2 because I heard those games are
Why not the first one?
fucking amazing. Well, yeah, the first one because they remastered it. I forgot.
I want to play Bioshock as well. I never gave it the time of day.
Neither did I, but I feel like if I do, I'll walk out like, oh, I see the hype now.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like, that was
I
pretty
really
good.
also wish I was like interested in Mass Effect when that was a big thing.
Me too.
I got Mass Effect 3. I
people
enjoyed it.
absolutely hated the
I
most
only played
recent
online.
one, I know 2 and
Oh,
3.
Andromeda, because Andromeda's bad.
I know 2 and 3 people like really enjoyed.
They like
3
come
just,
over it.
people
yeah.
just didn't like the ending for 3, but everything else about it was pretty good.
Oh, wasn't the ending of 3 like choose the color that you want to die in?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Do you want to die for this reason or this reason?
I don't want to, but I know people are going to hate me when I say this game.
Mhm.
I didn't get into Dishonored. I thought it was bad. I didn't have fun.
John's not here. He won't rip your head off.
I want to play it. I don't know. I must have just played it at the wrong day, because I
Is
just
that, like,
wasn't feeling
the
it.
stealthy game.
Yeah, it's the
that
first
was
Yeah.
the one where,
person
like,
stealth
you're,
game.
you're a super magical like
Yeah.
stealth man.
And you can kill people with rats or something.
You could turn into a swarm of rats and kill
Yeah.
them.
I just never got into it.
I beat the fuck out of that game. I got it when it was free on Xbox. I was like, it's a little hard.
Maybe I should play it. I don't know.
I've seen like gameplay videos. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I just never played it, right?
You ever seen like high level like people like holy fuck freeze time real quick?
Yeah, they
shoot
speed
15
run a
bullets,
map in, like,
unfreeze time.
15
Everyone's
seconds.
dead.
I should play it.
I did 2 runs of that game. One with like the killing everybody and not killing a single
The
person.
pacifism.
Oh,
right?
great game.
I will say the one thing that I enjoy about Siege
hmm
is that
The freedom you have. That's what I like.
well, it's like every round is different.
Yeah.
Something else, something crazy.
It's
can
like
happen.
something crazy happens every round, and it's like it's always fresh every time you go into. It's not like you go into like a match of team deathmatch and I'm dying by this same gun again because
Exactly.
Because every character has a different gun.
Yeah, because every character has a different gun.
And
every character
sometimes they have the
ability.
same gun, but
you know, it always wasn't like that. John was telling me about this. Like when the game first came out,
everyone was playing the same like characters.
It was terrible. It was absolutely not balanced at all.
Mhm.
But the only reason why I'm getting back into it is because people are really excited for the new DLC because they're actually like
they're doing
a
crazier
lot of
stuff.
Cool stuff. So
There's a
that's
whole
the
bunch of
reason why I'm
reworks coming. There's new characters.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying it so much.
Like, just to add on to like nothing's ever the same. Today we had our first encounter with the super powered like sniper rifle.
So
chick.
yeah, Kali, we never got.
She was shooting
Kali.
across the map at us with a high powered sniper rifle, missing every shot, but it's still terrifying. You heard me go, ah, when it went past my head.
I saw her shoot a wall, and it was a freaking
It
orange size hole. It's like that was gigantic.
Yeah, it punched a goddamn exact hole out of it. I didn't realize that when you get hit by that thing and it does down you, it spins your character 180.
Did it actually do that?
Yes.
Oh,
I think so. It's like a more than 100
When
caliber
you said
round.
when
or
you
some
said
shit.
that, I thought like you just freaked out and you turned.
No.
I didn't know that you actually like went 180.
No, this fucking thing shot me in my lower spine and fucking spun my character around so damn hard that I fucking got spooked.
I think that's why I like Siege 2 though. It's always fresh.
It's always different.
That's probably why I also like League. It's like every match is different. Nothing's the same. You might do some similar stuff in the game, but
Yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen next?
I miss when we used to like Fortnite.
I had fun playing Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
like one.
It was okay.
It was the winter.
Was it winter last year?
Yeah, we had like a small
We
season.
don't Happy Hamlet, baby.
Yeah. We had a small season where you're just like, hey, I'll just hop on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I feel like that's what everyone has at least enjoyed it at one point.
Me and Nick
Yeah.
did like a couple rounds of Chapter 2 when that happened.
Oh yeah, we fished.
We went fishing.
Me and Luis
Nope.
played that giant boss game mode or whatever. That was
I liked
okay.
that game mode. I thought it was funny.
It was fine. It's just, it's like why I don't play Apex anymore. It's like that was like a phase.
Yeah.
The game's not fun anymore.
I definitely don't think Fortnite's going anywhere soon.
No,
It's-
children love that game.
Yeah, it's so much of a phenomenon at this
It's
point
just
that
not for me.
They
it's
just
gonna be
started
around.
season 2 now of Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
When,
more
when are
stuff.
they doing the Fortnite Minecraft collab?
Never.
God, could you imagine that?
You really don't think so?
Never.
Not
That
yet.
would be the
If they had
biggest cash grab of all time.
It
It's
would
like
be,
the
but-
really
fucking.
would be.
They haven't done it yet.
It's like the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket coming together. It's not gonna happen.
I think that
Who's the
happens.
chum bucket then? Because that's
Probably
saying kind of
Fortnite.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't shit on Fortnite.
I don't.
I still like they're at the top for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
I shot
Exactly.
on it for like a bit, but now it's like, it's just not a game for
I
me.
also just caught wind of like the new Minecraft update.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have some
With the
shit
netherite?
that's stronger than diamond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Netherite.
right. It's
Wow.
like end of an era, dude. That's truly the end of an era.
Yeah,
Can you
I'm
imagine-
really excited for that.
Just
Actually.
imagine. People born after this year are not going to know that diamond used to be the strongest.
That
They're
diamond
gonna,
was the
they're gonna
strongest
grow
ore.
up thinking that netherite was the strongest ore from the beginning.
What are they gonna do with all that like diamond pickaxe, like the foam diamond pickaxes?
Well, now they're gonna make
Yeah,
netherite
they're
ones
gonna have
too.
to make another 8-1.
Bro. I wonder if that was like Microsoft's idea now that they own it, just so like
Most likely.
They can make more toys and stuff.
I don't know, because I think Mojang still works on it and everything like that. Their
Yeah,
whole
but they're
Korea
getting rid of
team's
the
sold.
Java edition.
Yeah, but they're still gonna be. They're transferring over to working on the Microsoft edition now too.
Yeah, can they fix it so it doesn't look like poop? Because I hate how the Microsoft version looks.
I don't know. I never really had a problem with how it looks. I just would just like install a texture pack of anything,
True.
and then we gotta see if we can get the Realms Plus thing set up because we have our normal realm, and we'd be paying the same thing.
what is Realms Plus?
You can like add like different like things to the server now. Like there's mods you can add and like
Can
What?
you do like funny
Yeah.
game modes now too?
yes.
Sick.
We can do like a Hunger Games game if we got bored. Or
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, I want to play that with you guys. Want to play like a Minecraft Hunger Games, or like an obstacle course. That'd be fun.
Be okay.
Those old creature videos
Oh god,
are
dude.
so good.
Yeah.
True.
Dude, a laptop McTwisty.
Yeah. I gotta go back and I've been going back and watching a bunch of old Achievement Hunter videos. I gotta go
Me
back
too.
and watch a bunch of old creature videos.
Dude,
Half
I
my
feel
days
every
been
time
old
I go on a
Achievement
binge of old creature videos, I end up getting sad by the
I
time I
get
reach
so
the end.
fucking sad.
Exactly.
I'm like,
That
bro,
was-
they had so much
They were
potential.
destined for greatness.
And it's so sad
The
seeing
next
every
version,
member
too.
like slowly fading off. It's like, oh, there goes Max. Oh, there goes Seamus. Oh,
I-
there goes Sly.
I just love the videos of just them just living in the house and just
Bullshitting?
doing wacky shit and just bullshitting. Like that's that to me is just fucking gold.
Still, one of my favorite videos in their office is the one where they prank Kuchera and like duct tape his entire office in like cellophane.
Yeah, that was good.
And fucking Sly runs out the office with a knife and fucking jumps down a stairwell.
Oh yeah, he runs out. That was funny.
Oh god, dude.
that like the first time they moved into that huge mansion, that like house tour video. It's just an empty house.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
haven't put anything in it yet. It's so good.
Their basement was cool as fuck. They had like
Dude,
the
game,
movie theater
the
and shit.
fucking creature game nights they had with the Connect games. Oh,
They were so ahead of the time.
It's
Like,
just such a
let's
sad
be
game.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
They
had
were
the
so ahead
best
of it.
bits. Like honestly.
There was such a good group of people, and they all like meshed well.
And
then
then
it all fell
just,
apart.
it slowly
That's
fell
like-
apart.
Like the creatures falling apart and shit is like how the MCU and the Avengers kind of like opened the doors for like, hey guys, superhero movies can be taken seriously and
like group channels can happen now.
yeah,
Do it.
like superhero movies can be taken seriously and be like, good movies. But like the creatures and what happened to them is like if the Avengers like flopped. Like it's just it's such a sad thing to see.
I mean, what group channels do you see anymore?
Not a lot.
Offline TV.
Valley Folk.
There's a lot of family
That's
channels
true.
now.
Valley Folk was. a
Which
STEM
new ones though?
Source
right?
fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the only new one I could think of right now is Offline TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
offline's doing.
Well,
fine.
Off Candy's doing okay.
That's
Who's
true.
Off Canny?
Uh,
Oh, Off Canny. Yeah, that's a stem of. That's a stem
God,
of.
they're,
Yeah,
they're
but
fucking
That's still
funny.
still technically a stem of the creatures.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Fucking. I had another one. Shit. Another group channel. Fuck. Oh no, I'm saying that Screw Attack's gone.
Damn.
Is
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Screw
death
Attack
battle
is-
shit now.
Screw Attack is Death Battle is now just owned by Rooster
Its own channel. right?
Rooster Teeth because the guy who does it, Chad, now just works for Rooster Teeth. Yeah, there's no fucking group channels.
Machinima's gone, but Machinima's more of like a
That
company.
was a company.
Yeah.
And thank God
Like
they're gone.
Achievement Hunter's still around, but I can't.
But that
Watch it. It's not
I don't think
for
that
me.
that was never a group channel.
I think Achievement Hunter does best when they're not doing gameplay videos. I like their live action
Their
videos.
live
now.
action
And
stuff's
their
fun.
live action shit has been performing so well.
It
Yeah.
is because like it's so much better to. It's because I've been watching video game stuff for so long.
It's just
I've been
boring.
getting into more like live action stuff. It's funny to see people just go out and fuck around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the same people I already
It's
like.
like that one couch up video where they went in the sewer and ate shit-filled pizza.
Yeah.
Like,
And
oh
they
my
were
god,
Yeah.
dominoes to like towards
revolutionary
the sewer.
content.
God, honestly.
That was ahead of the game.
That really was.
Couch Up was like, let's just fuck it. Let's
They
just do
capitalized on let's go do something dumb, like when
Yeah,
they did
I
the
don't think
Pokemon
you'll,
Go
you'll
stuff.
ever find another crazier. The Pokemon Go stuff with Trevor dressed up as
Yes.
shit.
Good.
Baymax.
as Baymax.
Yeah,
and
that
they
shit
went-
was funny
when
too.
they went to the cemetery. Oh my god,
It was so good.
Can we
I
watch that right
recommend
now?
those videos. I
You
recommend those
couldn't
videos
write
to
that.
anybody.
You could not write that stuff.
Oh my
They just
god.
straight up
Oh
like,
my
let's
God,
just
wait,
take him
you know
on
what
the
I just
Baymax
remembered?
outfit.
The Stink Bomb video.
Which one? They did so many.
The first one.
The first one.
Where Brett fucking punches in the
Oh,
door.
It's like- How do you write that?
Oh, I was in tears. Because it's just like Aaron, like fucking cowering in the corner, just like, and you see his face poke through. It's just here's Brett.
That's
Oh, I
like
was in
that's
tears.
definitely what solidified that channel.
I love the
Breaking
it's-
stuff.
Yeah, it's
doing dumb
definitely
stuff.
like one of my favorite episodes is like it's the most tame out of like all their live action shit, but the fucking Thanos like oven mitt
Mm-hmm.
that
on
fucking
fire!
yeah,
That
that
was funny.
killed me, man. That shit was so funny.
I think they had some great videos when they got to the warehouse.
Yeah.
In live action content.
It
Like,
was still good.
Or they threw ice cream at like Trevor and like went straight in his eye.
I really don't think that channel ever had. Well, they had like dull moments post fucking
People
Post-house.
leaving though.
Yeah.
post James. I don't think they ever had like.
No, there was always
shitty
something
moments. That
funny
channel
at
was
least.
always like on top of their game.
They always had the good shit come out.
Even the gameplay stuff, because half the time it wasn't even about the gameplay.
It's such a shame that they never got to hit 1 million before they ended.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, they
just-
never did?
No.
No,
Holy shit.
they got close, but The channel died too fast.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, post James, it was just not funny anymore.
There was like some stuff that was still good.
There were some gems, but post James, it was just
we're uploading to upload because we have to.
Yeah, because of our contract with Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, we're running out of money.
We literally have to do this.
How did Couch
about this before? It's like how Rooster Teeth has become like the Kanye of fucking YouTube channels because like Kanye has collaborated with so many people who like are dead or in jail now.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then fucking Rooster Teeth, fucking Sugar Pine 7 is gone.
Rest in peace, Sugar Pine 7.
is gone.
Damn, yeah, what happened to them?
They stopped being funny.
Steven Suptic is a fucking terrible content creator and like got too much in his head and he's a really stupid person.
Damn.
How did Couch Hop die?
Couch Hop died.
Everyone left.
James
Everyone left.
James left.
Everyone left until James left, and that's when it truly died. It's because there was no.
I wasn't a heavy follower of Couch Hop, so I have no idea how it went under.
I watched it all the time.
James broke his leg.
Trevor left, and it's like, okay, we still got stuff.
That was literally the thing that was holding me on because I love the dynamic of fucking. That's sad that they're not fucking friends anymore either.
Yeah.
Who's not friends anymore?
Alex and James.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll still talk like occasionally.
But
they stream like the RP stuff on GTA.
But they don't like do it together. They
Yeah,
just
they're
run into
friendly.
each other and like in character.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, like
just
stuff like
run
that.
They're friendly still.
Yeah,
They don't hate each other.
They're not like huge friends, I'd say.
It ended with no ill will, but they're not as good of friends as they used to be.
Yeah.
It's still really sad that like Matt and Pat are no longer friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that was definitely.
I really don't care about Matt.
I never got into that channel, but that channel's died.
I like that channel.
I'm still like surprised that Game Grumps is still going on. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
same.
But
I feel
they're doing the same thing. They're going
doing
into
live
live
action
action,
stuff.
and it's fucking amazing.
That's what people want.
It's hilarious.
That's what people want now.
And their live action stuff is like performing better than their gameplay. Actually,
It's like people still like gameplay. It's still.
I was like,
well, you know what?
I watched one of their newest episodes. I watched one of their
both.
recent episodes of the fucking Wheel of Fortune shit, and like, I could tell just by watching it that like I feel like this channel's kind of hanging on by a thread, at least for gameplay.
I think people are like all of the gaming channels that we watch are going more into live action is because when YouTube, like what was it called? Like YouTube was like purging all of their ads and like the
apocalypse.
The adpocalypse
Yeah,
and
adpocalypse.
video games were affected because like
It
video
hit them
games.
so many
hard.
copyright claims and stuff.
Copyright claims and video games were violent, so they couldn't get ads. So like, the gaming channels had to do like live action shit so they can still make money. So I think that's what affected it. But at least like they were able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that shows like good content creation and like the fact that they could adapt to whatever the fuck YouTube is gonna implement. But I'm so surprised that like nothing else has like come out to combat YouTube. Like Google's got a fucking.
Nothing's good enough.
I don't think anything else will.
Bandwidth.
Yeah.
Nothing else is
Literally
available.
Yeah.
It's just might as well just watch YouTube. We don't have a choice really.
I really don't think anything will, like, come out as like a competition for YouTube. People have tried definitely, but no one's ever
It's
come
just
close.
nothing is as good.
Yeah,
It's
YouTube's
unfortunate, but that's how
such
life
a
goes, I
juggernaut.
guess.
You know who's a content creator I never thought I'd get back into? But as of recently, Markiplier started that one new channel of his that's only going to be around for a year, then it's deleting everything. There's some good videos on there. I'm not going to lie.
The only time I would watch a Markiplier video is when he would cry, and that's like every other video.
Pretty much.
I never
It's
got
like, what
into
is Markiplier crying about this week?
Like, there's one of the live action videos. I don't remember what it was.
Have you ever heard his Harrison Ford impression?
No.
You couldn't tell the difference.
Really?
It's absolutely insane. Bernie did this bit on the podcast one time. He was like, it was the end of the podcast, and he was like, yeah, I got a great chance to interview Harrison Ford. And here it is. And it was like an extra 20 minutes at the end of the podcast. It was just like a blank screen. It was like audio interview with Harrison Ford, but he was actually talking to fucking Markiplier. You could not tell the fucking difference.
That's funny.
Wow.
Holy shit, we are 1 minute and 43 minutes.
1 minute,
1 minute.
3 minutes in.
1
okay,
hour.
Well, just like
gotta
that,
keep going, then.
we're
Keep
going to
going.
end the podcast right here. Follow us on Instagram.
Shortest episode ever.
Follow us on Twitter. So, Kofi.
Come back next week for the gaming hour.
Come
Because
back.
we'll keep it going.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Sly Cooper next time.
Yeah, there we go. We'll talk
We're
about.
talking about Sly Cooper.
Dude, Sly Cooper is such a good game.
Dude, this week was Microsoft
Yeah, like,
game
we're going to
episode.
PS4.
Next,
We're talking
next
about,
week we're going to PlayStation and then
Shadow the Colossus.
We're doing this E3
Crash
style.
Bandicoot.
Yeah, we're all gonna dress up in fucking blazers and t-shirts again, a la fucking New Year style.
Yeah.
E3 style.
Thanks for 500
Welcome
views.
Wait, did you say Allah?
Uh oh.